And like I said, the bigger we get, we got more people coming at us. People are going to try to do bad things to us no matter what because they don't want us to succeed.
Is we grew up so fast that we got so much attention, and you're not allowed to, in the corrupted markets, you're not allowed to go fast. You're not allowed to pop out of nowhere and help people change their life. You're not allowed to do that.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you are all having a fabulous, amazing day. And we are in it to scam it as always, as Alb says. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at yesterday's stream, just the couple parts of it that I want us to watch because they made me laugh. The rest of the stream of Marty's was meh. It was like all the other ones, and he basically just played videos for it. But I do want to go over today's live stream because today's live stream was very interesting. So Albs is here, and Sherry says, fool's gold. Yes, exactly. Joe says, greetings, everyone. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe, tip your servers, and try the veal. I guess Joe's cooking all of us veal. Look at that. Violet says, hello, bimbos and bimbros. I like that, bimbros. We should use that more often. May May says hello. She's working, but she needs to tune in to me when I speak. Poor thing. And then Mr. Level says, "Can you feel it?" I like that song. That's a good one. Anyway, so like I said, yesterday's live stream was kind of like off to a rough start. The illegal pyramid scheme, formerly known as Onpassive, whereas I like to call them the defendant. It's true. It's true. I love Onpassive. Win it to win. Win it to win. There's a whole lot to unpack with that. I'll just leave that one alone. So Marty started off the stream yesterday, and it was going quite well for him. As you can see, pulling a red. Wonder what he's saying. Is it important? You're just the mic. Hello. We're still going. It's still going. Do that face. Seems like he's getting real serious here. Is he realizing? Is he realizing? Not gonna help Marty. Can we make it a phone call? Sure, that will help with your sound.
How about now? Hold on, let me see. How about now? Can people hear me now? I hope. No. It's been the craziest morning in the world. Yeah, there's no sound on it. No sound, no sound. I have no audio. How about now? Nothing still? Yep, nothing. Really? Let me see. Might as well not have sound.
So he gets on the phone with Chris, who isn't on this live stream. Chris is not doing well. He's been very ill. So he has not been live with Marty yesterday or today. And apparently when Chris doesn't go live with Marty, everything falls apart. But what's funny is he calls him up and he says, "Is there still sound now?" There's always like at least a 15 to 30 second delay. So I say something in real time and you guys actually don't hear it until about 30 seconds after I've said it. That's why, for example, if I leave a link in the chat or I put my email in the chat, for example, it ends up showing up in the chat before you hear me talk about how I just put my email in the chat. That's why that happens, because the chat is in real time, but the live stream is always at least about 15 to 30 seconds behind. Some of them are longer. Sometimes they'll be like a minute behind. You can also set it in your live stream settings for it to be like longer, behind. So Chris is watching the part of the stream still where there is no sound. And Marty's going, is there sound now? Which we can all hear. And Chris is going, no, there's no sound. Because he must be behind on the live stream somehow, right?
Had crazy morning all morning. It's saying it's working. Hold on. I think I'm getting yeses now.
Hi, Takara.
Yeah, they're getting sound now, Chris.
Okay.
I'll see you.
I don't hear you, but I'll hang up because I'm on the phone with you.
Say it again.
I don't hear you because I'm on the phone with you. I'm going to hang up.
All right, bye. That was Chris, who I was talking about with no sound. Oh, gosh. Anyway, what I said from the beginning was crazy flip.
We've all done it. Happens to the best of us. The funny thing, though, is the community that they foster is almost like a community where they're almost too scared to tell him that he doesn't have sound. So it takes a little bit longer for someone in the chat to kind of pipe up and be like, hey, your sound is really bad. Because they're not sure if they can speak up in that community, right? If you have any worries or questions or fears or anything like that, you're not allowed to say anything. So because he's fostered a community like that, it takes like 2.5 minutes of him being on mute before somebody gets the gumption to finally in the chat be like, hey, yo, we can't hear anything you're saying, dude. And that's why when it happens to them, it always happens for an extremely long time, it feels like. Whereas if my sound is shit, my chat goes, Queen, you sound like a fucking robot. What's wrong with your sound? It might take like 30 seconds or a minute for the comment to go through, like I said, because we're a little behind, but they tend to tell me pretty quickly. Hello again. I hope you're doing well and having a great start to the new year. So Chris is ill, but we're still calling him on the phone to help us with the sound.
It's upside down morning. Just crazy. I want to give you an update on Chris. That he's had a couple really bad days there, but he's feeling better. Last night he was able to sleep. Now his ribs are sore and his stomach's sore from coughing so much. But Dawn was telling me that there's a big breakout with, what's it called?
Respiratory pneumonia?
Like all the congestion.
Respiratory something, right?
Yeah.
A big outbreak with respiratory people having. When she went to take, who did you take yesterday?
Chris needs to come back. Chris needs to come back right now. Because I cannot have Marty on here talking to his wife and then asking her which one of the grandkids that he's supposed to be helping her take care of had to go to the clinic the day before. How do we not know? I understand you got more than one kid, okay? But I guarantee you there are people watching me with 3 or 4 kids. And if their spouse took one of them to the clinic, they would know which one it was. They wouldn't have to inquire and be like, wait, which kid of ours was sick again? Which one was it that you had to take to the clinic? Like, how do you not know these things? It's so weird to me. So Chris has to come back because then Marty talks to him instead. That's when Marty releases the most truthful info about Onpassive, when you can't hear him for 3 minutes, right? RSV, yeah. There's a really bad respiratory virus going around right now. I'm pretty sure I caught it, and I've been hacking a lung for like several weeks now. It's been awful. And maybe Chris caught it. Hello, Ella. Good to see you. Hello, Mark B. When is that court date happening with Onpassive? The court date is set for April of 2026. Due to the discovery, they are getting a hold of people in Hyderabad Probably trying to talk to people in Egypt as well and Dubai. So it's in April 2026 now. Chris needs the vax if he's 60 yet. Chris probably won't get the vax because Chris is now on a carnivore diet that he says can cure all ailments, and doctors are people that you shouldn't listen to. So I don't know what Chris is doing. He stopped taking his insulin, and he's not doing well. That must be because Marty is so beloved and so approachable. Right? Marty had to bring Mike Ellis, by the way, and Collins on today. Yep. RSV can be very serious in very young children. It can. It can. There'd be a ton of discovery. Exactly. So due to that, they asked for it to get pushed back. Of course, this was right after Ash tried to have it dismissed and it wouldn't get dismissed. They're kind of like, okay, we're going to get you for everything now. So then, of course, Ash was like, oh, yeah, sure. Let it take longer. Let it take longer. That's a great idea, right? So they got it moved. You're not that old, Joe. You're not that old.
But you saw the people were coughing and sick.
Uh-huh.
She was at urgent care with Alexis and all kinds of people are coughing and hacking. So that's probably where he got it. But Chris isn't around anybody except one day he went to Sam's and the next day or day after, this is what he was like. But he's sleeping more and he's taking another day here. So, by the way, pass it around. He's okay. He's getting better.
I'm glad he's okay.
Anyway,
I hope that he gets better soon. I really do. We missed him on the show. So after Marty rambled on like he usually does for a while and played a bunch of videos, we had a friend in his chat.
Very powerful. What was I going to say? Oh, I don't know how I got that on the screen. I guess.
So you'll see Chuck Chase's The Facts appears and says, Marty, I know all about you. How many companies have you owned or empowered?
Pretty cool, actually. Let me go back to chat. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking to chat. Everybody, QR code too. Yes, definitely.
So he takes the chat off the screen because while he had the chat on the screen, Chuck was saying, what company are you with? Say the name of the company. What company is this?
You can have all that. Both were. Thanks, Jane. She liked them both. So that's good. Okay, I'll go Dingleberry.
He's searching.
Try to find out. Well, Chuck chased the facts. Is what YouTube channel he's on. He's trying to imitate an idiot. I think you're doing good, Chuck. Anyway,
is that me? Am I the idiot? Aw.
Marty, if you search through link to us privately. Marty, if I purchase send me an email and I'll tell you how it works. Levine, yes.
So then Chuck says, pretty sure the FBI and the SEC will be knocking at your door soon.
I don't want it to go to me. I mean, if I make you one, it'll go to you.
Right, Sam?
But here's what I want to say. If you want one, now most people already have them. But if you do want one, pick an email. In fact, I would make a new Gmail just for this. But I mean, you don't have to do any of this, by the way. I hate doing this because it sounds like, but if you want one, yeah, I'll put where my email is will be yours. But the other thing, you don't have a link. If I upload it to you.
And this is the comment that had gotten Marty's attention initially. He said, Marty, Chris, and Ash, you are all fake. Where is the product?
You just have a video. But if you have a YouTube channel,
What is the company name? Marty, what is the business?
you can download and get a link. Anyway, that's one of the things I got in trouble for. To everyone in the chat. Okay, let me block.
So he's still trying to find Chuck now in the chat.
At least on restream. What do we got?
It went from Chuck chases facts to Chuck gets chased in the chat.
Your emails added to the promo. Thanks, Darrell.
And for this whole live stream, Chuck is saying, what company are you? Say the company name. What business are you promoting? And Marty in this entire stream does not mention Onpassive one time. When other people comment, which you're going to see here in a minute, and they mention Onpassive in their comment, he is sure to not read out the company name.
Trying to read the chats real quick. Narelle's helping me. Thank you, Narelle. We sent out.
So now Narelle is also trying to find Chuck in the chat. So there's that. Chuck is asking very valid questions, especially when you think about, like, Chuck's pretty new to Onpassive. What if Chuck just came across this and he wants to know what company this is? But then he's watching this hour-long webinar where they don't even say the name. So then he's like, well, what company are you guys promoting? You have to think there's, according to them, these live streams that they do is to promote Onpassive and get the word of Onpassive out to new people. So often when I'm watching these, I try to watch it like with the idea that I don't know what this company is. I don't know what it does. I don't know who any of these people are. So what are they showing me in this particular live stream that would answer my questions if I came across this thing brand new? And I love showing new people it because it's like, watch this weird webinar where this person isn't going to actually tell you anything, but then they're going to expect you to be like all for this Ash guy and this company that must never be named. And tell me what you think, just fresh off of your mind, you know? Never seen it before. And people are often like, I have no clue what they're talking about. I don't know what they're doing. And I'm like, it's so weird, right? Because this is supposed to be their marketing. But you end up leaving with more questions every time than you have answers. Why are they so afraid of 50 naysayers, right? Right? You know? Good question.
Anyway, I'm going to wrap it. Thank you, Marty. That makes me feel good. As long as you guys are getting content that inspires or lifts you up or whatever.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, this is true. Me too.
Cannot wait to see Onpassive unfold and make positive impact one village at a time. And people are, of course, writing comments like this throughout the whole stream. And he would just be like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to see that either. Me too. That would be awesome. And it's just so different compared to how, let's say 2 years ago, it was almost like they said the word Onpassive as many times as possible.
I can't wait for it to unfold too. Love it, Marty. Love it. I'm so glad.
So Chuck taunts them and he's like, I'm on my own channel. What was that? Let me block that.
Oh. Anyway, thank you, everybody. And what is today, Monday? I think if they're having, I believe they are. Monday with Red and Jane. Look it up. If they are, it'll be 11 o'clock. Anyway, see you all. Thank you very much.
What is the name of the company, Marty? Still doesn't say it. And so that was fun. That was some fun. And Chuck had a very good time with all of that. He was like, I think that I at least got under his skin a little bit. But I always laugh because you would think that after they've blocked a few people, they would like figure it out. They still never found Chuck. His comments are still on the live stream right now. You could go watch yesterday's live stream and watch it all happen in the chat. They still have not blocked him from the chat. So I don't know what he and Narelle were doing, but they're still not very good at doing that. You would think by now they would realize how to do this, you know? Mark B says the only true thing that Marty tells us on his channel these days is the day and date. That's right. The rest of it is like blah, 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 blah. Which brings us to today. I guess today Chris is also too sick to stream because today we got another host. At least Marty wasn't alone. Maybe he realized it's not good for him to stream alone. Sorry. And today he came on with our dear friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Mike Ellis. So he came on today with Mike Ellis, and then Collins Manna joined him. So I thought that we would give this one a watch in its entirety today because it will be more interesting than yesterday's. That's the fun of yesterday's. I've shown it to you. You can skip the rest. Just consider Marty was talking his usual crap as he always does. And he played a couple of videos, which we'll see what happens in this one if he plays videos again. It's getting very annoying, actually, because he'll do a live stream. He'll play the videos. And then right afterwards, he does a live stream of each of the videos that he played during his last stream, but individually. So it's like, what are you doing? Like this farming of views is ridiculous, you know? Narelle is an admin. I'm assuming so, because he said that she was trying to help him. And that's what they were doing, is looking through the chat to figure out what channel Chuck was on. I'm assuming that he was on either Marty or Chris's channel. I don't know. I never really asked him what channel he was on. He was all like, I'm on my own channel. Hello, little Miss Lulu. Good to see you. So, you know, I guess they still haven't figured it out. I guess Mike had to work the drive-thru yesterday, but after watching Marty, he called in cough, cough, sick. He only does that to get more ad revenue. It's true. It's true. It's just, it's a lot when you're like trying to keep track of what he's doing. It gets very repetitive and very like, oh my God, Marty, like you've already shown everyone this video on your live stream. Why are you showing it again now? And then sometimes he'll wait like a week or two and then he'll like re-upload it again as a lot. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's weird. Anyway, let's get into today's. So you can see it's called Marty and Chris, turning ideas into gold.
Fool's gold.
I got you, Sherry. So let's get into it. We're going to speed it up too.
Hello, everybody. As you can see, Chris Johnson lost a lot of weight. Looks something like Mike Ellis. No, I just talked to Chris. There's one thing about Chris. He's real good about taking care of everybody around him. But when you ask him about him, he's a bald-faced liar. Okay, so, but anyway, I did ask him yesterday, are you sleeping? I slept 5 hours. That's a good sign. And today he actually is starting to feel better. Should be back tomorrow. I thought, wow, I get Mike. So I went and got Mike, and Mike was available today, so it worked out perfect. Collins might be joining us.
Oh.
So anyway.
Got the whole gang.
Let's get moving. Chris is feeling better, everybody. No joke. I believe that. Plus, I have his daughter's phone number, so if he lies to me, I'll call her. And she called him. So anyway, yeah, he got hit pretty hard with the upper respiratory, whatever. It's all over. Dawn said she took Alexis to urgent care, and the place was full of people coughing. And I was like, oh, great. But it's I guess it's spread out pretty wild right now.
You didn't even remember that she had gone there or who went until she told you. Like, what do you mean?
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
I'm just wondering how long Mike is going to get to talk during this.
Anyway, as you know, we've been going from country to country. I did it to help have content and help educate or whatever. But reality, I got to confess, it's really good for me. I learned a lot. And I added to it, what is their main production and what is their main export? So we can learn about their countries too. And what I found, which was more disturbing than ever, some of these countries where the people are the poorest, what they are exporting is gold, diamonds, precious metals. And I'm thinking, where is that money going? Listen, we got to start taking care of ourselves. This is the company that can do that. Myself and Mike here and Dan, who's not here, have been working together over 10 years. We got to the point where we could, and I'm talking to people not in this company, we could build big teams. No doubt about it. We learned how to get targeted traffic, believe it or not, manually. But you know the pitfalls of all that, you can't bring anybody with you. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're Tony Robbins. I don't care. Because the problem is, if they can't duplicate what you're doing, then they don't know how to market. What are you going to tell them?
So, Marty, you think that you're a better marketer than Tony Robbins? Because here's the thing. I'm not a fan of Tony Robbins. And if you know me, you would know why. But it's like, you can't say you're a better marketer. I can't even say I'm a better marketer than Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, if there is one good thing that man is good at, it is marketing things. Like that guy could sell ice to an Eskimo probably as well. I mean, you can't say that he isn't good at that. So for you, Marty, sitting in your chair here with your 50 views on a live stream and you marketing a fucking company with no products, like it doesn't even have a website. It's just like you can't really shit on Tony Robbins' marketing. I can bring up issues with his marketing. There's been a lot of things that he's marketed that I think he shouldn't have. And hey, maybe in future we'll talk about Tony Robbins. But like the one thing I wouldn't say is that these guys are better. I can't even believe that. Oh my God. Marty, if your ego was any bigger, it would take up all the room in that chair. Like, you can't say Tony Robbins doesn't know how to market. Like that's kind of his thing. Especially in comparison to you, Marty. Jesus. I'm gonna die of laughter from this. It just goes to show where Marty puts himself in this world, doesn't it? I don't even want to finish the rest of this, Marty. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Marty is a crap marketer. He's not even describing marketing. That's like half the problem. It's like Marty doesn't even really know what marketing is. These live streams, are these supposed to be marketing, as I pointed out at the start? It's not very good marketing. We don't know the company name if we've just come across this. Still hasn't said it even once. It's like, how the hell do you even say you're marketing anything here? I mean, I guess you're marketing ideas for future hopeful products. Marty isn't selling crap. He's recruiting people to sign up for a scam. Marty is great at signing up people for scams because he lies. See, like, Marty's a great liar. He is. But not really, though, I guess. He kind of sucks at lying, too. So there are all these people who are in pyramid schemes before who cannot move to a new scam if their upline leaves. Is that what Marty's saying? He seems to not understand that when the upline leaves, the next person under them just kind of moves up in their spot. And their downlines would like go under the next person. There's people that leave MLMs, and before they leave, they'll like set up their downlines with their other downlines, basically. So when they leave, they got to pick who goes where, kind of thing. That happens a lot when people leave to go do another one as well. Not everyone goes, fuck this and fuck the people in it, and then just like leaves, and then the company's left to deal with it. Sometimes, especially if they're an MLM hopper, someone who kind of does that, that's their whole thing, is to take a bunch of their team with them, and then whoever is left there, they kind of build up their team with, again, whoever's left over. And that's kind of what they do. Marty doesn't even seem to understand the MLM industry that he's promoting, right? Tony Robbins rules. He has a few good things going on. He can at least afford a new fridge. Tony Robbins is a great salesman for being a talking horse. Does Tony Robbins tell his dog to shut up on live streams? Come on, Marty is unique. He's a man of the people. He's so relatable. The way he yells at his grandkids and his dog. Marty needs a visit from the Bob's office space. Onpassive needs Bill Lumber. Oh no.
Go get solo ads. They're like throwing crap at the wall and hoping something sticks. Email marketing, you got to be a great email person. And by the way, you have to have a list. So what are you going to do? Buy a list? Chris Johnson told me yesterday.
Okay, but like again, like yes, that's exactly what they do. By the way, they sell the lists. Scammers sell lists too, believe it or not. But Marty, I don't even know if Marty's done a lot of these things himself. Like you have to think, before this thing, before Onpassive, he had like a small little team, him and Mike Ellis and Dan Street and their Onpassive Nation. But I feel like that team was built up over, again, Marty's 20 years of failure. Like collecting people at different MLMs, because he was a really big MLM hopper with Mike and Dan. So they just went from MLM to MLM to MLM. And again, when you do that, you're going to kind of like pick up some strays that are going to follow you from every MLM to the next one. And that's kind of what ends up happening. And then people that do that do end up with like a loyal following that will follow them to anything. So the three of them had built a team on that. And since there were three of them building this team, it turned into a decent sized little team between like GDI and all the crypto and everything else they were in, right? Like they managed to collect a bunch of people that were following them. They brought those people to Onpassive, and then they were able to market a bunch of people to Onpassive. But then Onpassive hasn't been successful. So it's like you can't even say that Marty has done all these things that he claims he's done in his past. Like he goes, oh, I have 20 years of marketing experience. I'm sorry, but it's not the same when you're going from MLM to MLM to MLM and posting on your Instagram as it is to go and get a degree in marketing and then work in like actual market. Like that's not even the same thing. Right? It's just like when they say they're small business owners and you're like, well, no, because real small business owners actually take on a lot more responsibility and have all the financial stress and etc. that you guys don't have being in MLMs. It's like the same thing that he does with the marketing. And it's like, it's not the same thing. You're not really marketing. You're promoting. I think that would be a better word for it. I know he thinks it's marketing because he makes like AI videos. He's like, these are so professional with the AI. I'm a marketer now. But it's like, that's not how that works. All right? That's not how that works. Judith says, I heard Ash was going with Starlink. Muskrat is a Nazi. You are so correct about Marty. He knows nothing. He really doesn't, though. And it gets funny when he starts getting on a high horse about it.
So he bought a list of 1 million names. and emails. 1 million for $1,000. Now it sounds like a great deal. Million. You know what happened with it? He was doing it while we were promoting Onpassive before we locked up the. He got like 3 or 4, don't know the exact number, of pending founders. Pending.
Okay.
That's it. Nobody ever paid. That's what kind of advertisement's going on if you don't know how to really advertise. I don't care what anybody says. And it's not easy. It might take us, I know I'm going over stuff over and over, but a lot of people are watching that are not in the company. It might, hello, Collins. It might take us 3 months to really fine tune it. Here's what I mean. You got to find an ad. We did lead ads in Facebook. You got to find an ad that Facebook will say is okay. And sometimes they say okay. Nobody clicks on it because it sucks. It's not nobody. It's just not. It has no reason for anybody to click on it. So now you got to satisfy Facebook, but yet you want to get people to click on it. So fine tuning all the time. And guess what? While you're fine tuning, you have to pay because every day that goes by, you're paying to be there. So this is what I want to tell people. We were looking. We didn't know at first. We knew as we went. We're looking for a company where everybody gets an even playing field. Everyone can win in this company, without a doubt. Why else would 3 men be here for 6 years? Because we know there's nothing out there. Nothing. So
because you think you finally made it to the 1%. Marty, you think that you are Ash Mufara's right-hand man. You think you are second in Onpassive. Like it goes Ash Mufara and then right underneath it's Marty Deo. You'll be surprised to hear that that's not the case, but you think it is. And it's presented to you probably as that. I'll give you that. Ash probably lets you think that. It helps him out. You do more of this for him when you feel important, right? He's figured that out finally. It took him a while, but he figured it out. So you're here because, again, 20 years of failed MLMs and not making money. You keep talking about it every fucking day. Okay? You talk about this, how you failed so many times, but this is the one. And even though you've said that in the past, as I pointed out, in the past, you have never been actually, quote unquote, close with the CEO, owner, operator. So to you and your little friends here, like Mike and Dan, who are on the same team as you, and Chris, who's also positioned himself next to you in the same similar way, right? He also says he texts with Ash and their friends and blah, 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 right? And like Gersminder, who's probably closer to Ash than you are, I'm just saying, and a few others, you all believe that since you have this closeness with Ash, that you do have a leg up on everyone else. And that you finally have made it to the 1%. And that's the trick of the MLM. That's how you become successful. It's just like how they complain corporate America is. And how you have to suck up to get success and like blah, 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 you know? It's actually like that more so in MLMs. Like, because the only way that you can really be the 1% is if you're the first one to join or if you do what these guys have done. And you position yourself in a way that you're very close to the person that runs it. And then you kind of form a relationship with them and then they'll take care of you. Which again, like I said, they complain corporate America's like that. So that's why you're there, even after 6 years. Because you know that if you leave this, even with your team, even if it's bigger than it was before you joined Onpassive, you're not going to probably be able to position yourself as close to another CEO as you feel like you are to Ash Mufara. You guys think that you're buddies. Right? That's the thing that is different between this MLM and all your past MLMs. That's it. It's how you've positioned yourself and wormed your way in here to be close to Ash. So that's why you're there after 6 years. All right? If it was any other MLM and you weren't in that position with Ash, you would have left by now with your team because you did that for 20 years, right?
Well, we're about ready to launch to the world. Hook up with somebody you see here or somebody you know. Get on the list to be notified when we launch to the world. Hey, Jacob. I'll only have to tell them that like 4 or 5 times. Don't worry. But anyway, I'm going to introduce everybody. I don't have to introduce them. You guys know who they are. And then I'll play a video. We're actually going to Ireland today. All right, let me turn it over. Mike, say hello, and then you can turn it over to my buddy Collins over there.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, hi, everybody. We're in really, really great times now, and we'll get into that after the video. Collins, say hi.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. We're blessed to be here today, Tuesday. So I'm here with my brother Marty and Mike Ellis. So thank you for having me, Mike.
Beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to play a video I did. I don't know when I did it. Day before. I don't know. I did a lot of them. So let's play it. It's about Ireland. And what we're doing is we're trying to show people, instead of just say it, commissions compared to what you're making now. And I want to tell you, this isn't get rich quick. Anyway, let me play it.
Jesus Christ. What are we doing?
Hello, everybody. Today we're going to Ireland. And we're going to do income versus commission, like I've been doing. First, a brief summary of what's going on.
And everyone is in Ireland is like, could you not? Could you just fucking stay in the US, please? And like, fuck off out of here? Like, you know, nobody asked for this. Nobody. Not one person.
If you're watching this video on its own and not in our live stream Monday through Friday at 9 a.m.
Because again, after this live stream, he's going to put the video live by itself. It's probably going right now.
Then let me give you a little bit of a heads up. My name is Marty Deo. I have been marketing online for 20 years. For the last 6 years, I've been with this company. And the reason I'm with this company is even though I could build teams with my business partners and we could make a little money, we couldn't bring anybody with us. Why? Because I believe strongly that a lot of the businesses online, whether it's MLM, email marketing, dropship, whatever you want to call it, a vast majority of people cannot make any money online.
So wait, you might be in MLM again? Are we embracing our MLM-ness now? Because you were in MLM, and then when you realized that there was an anti-MLM community, you guys went, "Oh wait, no, we're actually not MLMs. Please stop covering us. We're not MLMs." And now you're back to, oh, it's MLM, email marketing, network marketing, what we're doing here, whatever you want to call it. And it's like all in the same category again.
Not because they're dumb. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying about their intelligence. I had full time to learn how to market and actually work on targeted traffic. So I would bring new faces to my website every single day. Now, some people say, oh, you can use a solo ad, you could buy a list. They're garbage. Pay-per-click's expensive, solo ads expensive, and no guarantees. There's no guarantees on anything, but in our company, we have AI targeted traffic, which puts everybody on the even playing field. There is a video in my YouTube that explains AI targeted traffic. And when you see it and realize that we have that as part of our arsenal.
No. Hold up, Marty. No, wait. Your video on AI targeted traffic just talks about it in general. See, you don't have targeted traffic. You have nothing. You have a login page that brings you into a back office with a wallet that doesn't work, where you can get messages allegedly directly from Ash Mufara himself. That's all you have. So when you put out a video discussing what targeted traffic does and how good it is for your business, you're describing other companies' targeted traffic. It has nothing to do with you. So you can't put out a video like that and then be like, oh, but we have that thing. You don't. You hope to have that in future, but based on how this company's been going, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Grandma, grandpa, Uncle Bob, anybody can make money using that because it gives you the skills that you need automated. Anyway, let me move on. I wanted to say that as quickly as I could. That wasn't bad for me. Anyway, so let's go. What I'm doing is I'm going to country to country to country, showing people in those countries because we're global.
Well, do you think that AI is just this magic thing that just does everything for you? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to give it a prompt. You don't have to press any buttons or anything. It's bizarre.
Have people in our company right now, and I believe every country in the world, close to it, very close to it. So somebody recommend Ireland. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a hypothetical number.
Who recommended Ireland? I would like to speak with them and ask them what the fuck they were thinking. I don't think anyone recommends anywhere to you, Marty. All right? Because, like, if someone in Haiti asked you for their video, it was a troll. Okay? Like, that, I can't believe that people are actually like, hey, Marty, can you please make us an illegal income claim video? That's all hypothetical numbers that don't fucking mean anything because we have nothing here. Like, who?
We're about to launch to the world, so I have to use a hypothetical number.
Are you?
Let's say product A.
No, and it's not just about whether or not you're about to launch to the world, Marty. It's illegal to tell people that they're going to be making money in a business opportunity like this that they won't be making. It's a scam. That's the scammy part. It's manipulative. There are laws and regulations in place so that people like you can't just come out here and go, hey, if you join this thing with me, you'll be a millionaire and make all these crazy claims to trick people. It has nothing to do with when you launch. See, you seem to think, oh, now that we're launching, we have to be careful. No, asshole, you're already being sued by the SEC. It obviously had nothing to do with you being soon to launch. Right? You got sued in 2023. You still ain't launched. It doesn't matter how soon it is to launch it. It's about following the laws and regulations, which you just don't even understand that you have to do. And the way that you go, oh, it's hypothetical, guys. That's not a disclaimer, Marty. And you can't post an income disclosure statement. Otherwise, you would have to tell everyone you're going to make $0 in this business because we're going to wait around for another year doing webinars every day, just dreaming. And nothing's going to actually happen. But you don't want to do that, do you? That wouldn't be marketing it well, would it?
Cost $100 a month. These products that I'm mentioning, even though I don't know the names yet and all that, they will be above market value. They will untouchable with AI technology, right? And you can also make
someone go get Ireland
mission that I believe no one can touch. If that doesn't rock your boat, I guess nothing will. But let me move on.
Okay.
Here's a breakdown of the average annual monthly income in Ireland and its major cities, along with their equivalent in US dollar. The number of 25 commissions required to match these incomes. It's that simple. So I gave $100 product A. The company pays 25% commission. 25% of 100 is $25.
No, really?
I did it that way because it's simple. The 25.
Oh my God. And it's so simple. It's so simple that you think that you have to provide these presentations to people because you think the people in this thing are too dumb to figure that out for themselves. Because this is all hypothetical. So these numbers don't matter. You're just trying to teach them math. It's math with Marty. Here, I'm going to teach you that 25% of 100 is $25. And then if you times that to figure this out, then it means this. Like, no. Do you really think that the people in Ireland don't know how to do that? It's ridiculous. It's just playing with your calculator. It's like, I'm going to teach you how to do MLM math.
$5 commission is the company has paid in a semi-pre-launch, they paid $25 commission. So I believe it'll be at least that.
When?
And more, maybe. Who knows? But
when were these commissions paid? I have been asking for you to show me proof of any commission that has been paid since September of 2023. You claim you want to prove me wrong all the time and that I'm a liar. But when I say, okay, I don't think anyone was paid commissions because the merchant didn't want to pay out any money. Because what you guys were essentially doing is you were paying 100% commissions back on the first sale. How do you think that looks to a merchant? Yeah, so we just want all of our customers to buy this product off of us. And then right afterwards, we want you to actually refund them basically the money in their account. But instead of it being a refund for the product, we want you to pay it to them as commissions. And the merchant was probably like, what the fuck? No. The hell, man? So you mean to tell me you're going to have a 100% refund rate right now? And you never thought that that would force you guys to have to do a security deposit or that it might cause some issues, you know, when planning this amazing commission fucking plan for your company? You never thought, that might be hard to do with a merchant the first time we ever use one for our very first purchase with a merchant? Maybe we should not do that. No, instead he went full speed ahead. The merchant was like, no, we're not doing that. So when did someone get paid commissions? Did you get paid commissions? Because you won't even admit to getting paid $8,000. So, like, I don't know. Show me. Where? People keep saying this. We got paid commissions. People were paid commissions. I had a guy in my chat one time that came up on my stream and told me he was paid commissions. I said, how much? Show me. And then all of a sudden, he didn't want to talk about it anymore. It's like, I don't understand. Okay, where's the commissions? Well, I can't show you. Well, you can show me in your Onpassive back office that it left the O wallet and went and was transferred somewhere else. Why can't we see that? Usually MLM Huns are posting up proof of their commissions all over the internet. But you want to keep claiming that people were paid commissions September 2023, but you can't produce one person's commissions from that. And if I don't think anyone's been paid them, you want to prove me wrong, that would have been a great way to do it. Oh yeah, bitch, here's mine. Ha! And it's like, you just won't do it. I don't get it. The commissions were supposed to be 100% commission back on the first sale and 25% commissions afterwards. But you should know, Marty, that that was when it was with Onpassive. And that affiliate agreement was actually with Muhammad Kamal and his Onpassive and not Ash Mufara and his. You know that. We know that. And apparently you're Ash's bestie. So of course you would have known that before us, right? So surely you realize that nothing, like the old commissions have nothing to do with the future commissions. So even you basing it on the old commissions has never made fucking sense to me. Because I'm like, why would he do that when he knows it's not even based on Ash? That's Muhammad Kamal's thing. That was his commissions. I have a feeling Ash isn't going to want to give you 25% commissions, especially since the product is $75 now a month and only has 500 people that can show up for it.
Very generous company. And the reason I'm saying that, why would I be here 6 years? Because the CEO's got a big heart and he wants to uplift humanity. In fact, the company's slogan is AI company with heart, uplifting humanity. Really. So anyway, the exchange rate used in US dollar versus euro in Ireland is $1 to 0.9752 euro. There's different locations. Ireland, national average, Dublin, Limerick, Cork, Ireland, Gateway, Waterford. I know people in Ireland. In fact, I had a friend from Cork. I don't know where my other friend was from, but I worked with him for years. Anyway, so let's break it down.
I don't know where my friend is from, but I worked with them for years. They're from somewhere in Ireland. Marty can't even get to know the people he worked with for years where they're fucking from, because he cares about their lives so much. Have you ever worked with someone for years and not knowing where they were from? Come on.
The annual income in Ireland is 38,600 euros. Monthly, 3,220. So that's annual 38,600, monthly 3,220. Now let's break it down to US dollar conversion. That's $39,580 annual, 3,298 monthly. Very close. The exchange rate's very close. Now let's look at this. Listen, this is not get rich quick. It's get rich.
It's very, Marty, you just said $1 is 98 cents, euros. What do you mean it's close? Oh, wow, it's really close. Do you not know what 0.9752 means?
Right, the right way. Okay. Time goes on, you can get bigger, better, bigger.
And you're the one teaching us math right now. But you don't understand that their euro, $1 of theirs is only 3 cents less than $1 of yours. Oh my Lord. I'm going to have an aneurysm by the end of this. We're only 12 minutes in.
The cool thing about this company, unlimited income potential. Unlimited. There's no cap. And when you find out that you're in the game because you have...
Look at me. I'm down with the kids, guys. There's no limit. That means no cap. Yeah, I know the lingo.
AI targeted traffic, it's over. So anyway, let's break it down. My grandson's here, so he's being as quiet as he can. Anyway, so let's look at this. Let's break it down.
Yeah, Marty, you're not on camera. Get the fuck out of the chair for once. Go into another room. He's playing in his living room. All right? Bah!
Let's first start off with 10%. To make this monthly income of 3,220 euros or $3,298, you would need to generate 133 sales. It's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen.
Oh, well.
You name another company that you're pretty sure that would happen. You can't, probably. 98, 97, 99%, whatever it is. People lose money online. This is a place where everyone can win. That's why I'm here. But let's just say if you match that,
everyone wins here because you can't lose if you're not doing anything. You're just sitting around going, I'm a winner, and getting participation trophies. Then you always win.
Doubled your income for your house or for you personally. But let's just say 10%. 10% would be 13.3. So let's say 13.3 times 25 equals $332.50. An extra $332.50. I wouldn't throw it away. It's groceries. It's paying electric, maybe paying for a car. That's only 10%. And that's 13.3 customers. 20%. Double. $665. That starts changing things. Right? 20%. How about 40%? $1,300 extra. Now I'm paying my mortgage. Right? So as you're growing, and like I said, as you're doing well, You increase. You're just building your business. The difference is all of the hard work and the heavy lifting is done by the company. Because automatically that you do not have to market. You do not have to bug your friends and family. Because I'm going to give you a scenario that I know for a fact. When you become successful, your friends and family will come anyway. So why bug them?
Yeah, and do you know what you're supposed to do to show your success? Attraction marketing. I thought you were the marketing guru, better than Tony Robbins. But you don't even understand that what you're describing is actually called attraction marketing. It's when instead of straight up saying, hey, buy my product, blah, 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 come join my opportunity, you just show off a really popular lifestyle. Influencers do it all the time. Look at me. I'm on private jets. I have fancy cars. I have a big mansion. Look at all the things I have. And that's supposed to make people go, oh, hey, I want to live like that. What are they doing? I'm going to do what they're doing. And you're on here going, you don't have to market. You just have to do attraction marketing. I'm a marketing guru. I'm better than Tony Robbins. He's got nothing on me. It's like, Lord. For
one thing, most of the time we don't have enough info to talk to people about a business because we don't know. So automatically they think, oh my gosh, here's Marty again harassing me. You don't want that. So anyway, let's prove the fact to double your income. If you had 133 sales a month times $25 commission, $3,325.
You're supposed to think that Marty is promoting Onpassive because for whatever reason, they don't want you to know that they're shutting down Onpassive and starting up on Fusion Tea. So instead, he just is no longer saying the name of the company, if you haven't noticed. The logo is nowhere on any of his live streams anymore or on the thumbnails when they were always on there. So they're about to start up a brand new company called On Fusion Tea, and it's Gersminder who said the name of it, by the way. Apparently we were wrong on the name when we said On Fusion. He corrected us that it's On Fusion Tea. And they're probably going to ask you for another buy-in. They're going to tell you it's the exact same, but it's really not the same. Your video conferencing app is going to be worse than the last OConnect you got. It's actually going to cost $75 a month and not $100 a month. Marty knows this, but Marty doesn't know how to do math where he can show you 25% of $75. So he's hoping that they can pull the wool over your eyes and you'll just kind of follow all of them into this new venture. It's up to you whether you let them.
3,298. It's rounding.
Rounding.
Yearly? I'll clear it.
Thanks for explaining that to us.
Let me see. 1,583 commissions times 25. That's yearly. 39,575. Rounded high. But that you got my point, right? Now, here's something I want to add. I'm going to put a cherry on top. This company is going to come out with new products monthly or every other month or 4 or 5 times a year. What does that mean? So you're building a customer base. They're buying product 1. You have more people next month, a little more next month, a little more next month. Guess what? Some of the original people are going to buy product number 2.
Oh, are they?
So you leverage the increase of your income through commissions. Boom. How do I know that? Experience. I used to market online, right?
But you said that you never made any money from it and that you never had any success with it and all of the other companies just stole from you. So you can't now decide that you want to pull on that past experience and talk about it like it was successful to show that you're knowledgeable about this. You have to pick a lane, Marty. Either you weren't successful in MLMs before Onpassive, and they all sucked, and you never got anywhere with them, and this is finally the one that is the real deal, or you were very successful in the past, and you just want to be successful here now. But you can't go back and forth depending on which one serves you in this moment. That's not being honest.
What did I have? I had to buy apps. I had to buy bridges. I had to buy solo ads. Before I learned how to market, I had to buy solo ads. I had to buy safe lists. I went out and bought thousands of names and emails.
That's the thing. When did you learn how to market?
Which are garbage because they've been regurgitated 900 times. This company gets rid of.
You don't even know how to edit and ensure that you don't put like spelling errors in your videos and your titles and your thumbnails. But now all of a sudden you're a master marketer.
All that. And anybody in any country, like I break down, yesterday I did Haiti. Those poor people don't make anything. But imagine the same 10 sales I get and this hypothetical number, I make $250 that month, which it helps me big time. But what about the person in Haiti or in Africa or Indonesia or Russia or Bangladesh, or you know what I mean? Give them $250. What does that do? Life-changing. Life-changing. This company, it built from the bottom up. It's helping our brothers and sisters around the world start bringing in income. And by the way, we're going to be in many sectors, many. Digital tools that's needed. Listen, I want to tell you something that I know for a fact.
What are you guys selling? Oh, many digital tools that are needed. I'm a marketing guru. Follow me.
The CEO of this company always wants to deliver above market value, and he doesn't like the average. Everything he does is going to be smoking. Like it'll be
literally, it will make your computer probably smoke. You probably shouldn't download it. It's most likely a virus. Stay away.
Maybe you need 4 or 5 apps. They all have their own name. Some of these apps will be combined in this business.
I hate it. I hate it so much. The most angry that I get at Marty is when he's treating his grandchild like that. Like, your grandkid just went through a traumatic experience. You open your home to him. That means you open your home. He's in his living room. Okay? Like, if you don't want him in there playing, build the kid a playroom. My daughter had a playroom when she was that age. I would usually be in there with her. It wasn't really a place she went to, like, where I would get away from her because I'm not a psycho like you, Marty. And when my kid was that age, I was spending like all my time with my kid. I have a little bit more time now because my kid's in school and she has friends and, you know, but back then, like, I wasn't even able to do MLMs because I was parenting. So I don't relate to when he's like, shh, quiet. Because like when my kid was that age, I never had experiences in the home where I would ever be like, hey, you're in the living room playing with your toys. I need you to be quiet for me. Because when I had my kid, this house became her house. More so than it became my house. All of my breakables disappeared from the living room, and the living room turned into a play place. Okay, so like, I don't relate to this, like, I'm in the living room, this is my area. Even right now, there's been times where I've been working on videos and my daughter's sitting next to me and she's playing Roblox. Yeah, like, I don't relate to this, like, this is my area now. You got to be quiet. I'm on a webinar thing. Like, I really don't. It's very, very bizarre, especially like considering their situation. Like, it's like you bring a kid into your home. They've allegedly gone through a very traumatic experience. They've been removed from their parents, which is never nice for the child ever. No matter what the situation is, it's never good for the child. And in that type of situation, especially, it's important to make the child feel comfortable in your home. Like, more so than any other situation. Okay, because there's some trauma there, and feeling displaced, and everything changing, and it's just like, he doesn't need you sitting there on your computer the whole time telling him to be quiet. And this is a video here recording, and I'm just waiting for him to get mad during the video and not edit it out. Lord, it was ridiculous.
Like a hybrid wolf. And you'll be able to do many things with one app. Just my thought. Okay, I'm just telling you from experience. I know this gentleman. He's like family to me now.
Oh, we're watching.
And he's super intelligent. I've never, ever, ever met a person of his stature where he has the money. You wouldn't know it by the way he talks, but he's got money. And he has the knowledge. And he's a visionary and wants to share.
He took your money. He pocketed $108 million. But he owes Amazon $3.4 million. He didn't pay any of the rent on the buildings that he had, so he owes a bunch there. Didn't pay any of his 500 employees, so he owes them all 8 months worth of pay. And also, just endless money he owes. But he pocketed $108 million.
With as many people as he can. You don't have to believe me. Why am I excited at 65? Because holy moly, quackaloli. I've never seen anything like it. I want everybody to know about it. And you'll be able to join free. At the end of this video, there's a short clip. I'm asking you just watch it. It's 2 minutes long, something like that. Watch it. Anyway, so let's move down. You can see all the different cities and stuff in Ireland, break down different ones. Ireland's economy is characterized, oh my God, by a strong emphasis on high value industries, particularly in pharmaceutical and technology. That's why I do this too, because I'm learning.
Characterized. Learn how to read.
Product produce. The pharmaceutical sector stands out.
And here's the thing, this one drives me nuts because this is a video. This is a video. So unless you're going to make a joke out of how you've said the word wrong and do a funny edit afterwards, like I've done on a few occasions, because I have a speech impediment. There's just some words I can't say. And I'm very aware of this. And I have no problem with people making fun of me when I say words wrong, because people used to actually bully me for that when I was younger. So, like, if you're just teasing me now, it doesn't seem that bad. And I've memed myself saying words like over and over and over again, because if I'm recording a video and I really fuck up a word, I will re-record it until I say it right. There's been words where I'm like, for some reason, I can't say this. I have to hear it being said. And I'll go and I'll look up how to say it on Google. I've done that shit. And it's like, Marty, this is a video recording. So if you fuck up the word categorized, and you're like, you can edit that part out. Because, like, when you're trying to market a business, when you do this in every video, it's not like likable or relatable. Like I said, if you're gonna do it, meme yourself, make fun of yourself with it, let other people laugh at you for a moment. But it just looks like you're making mistakes and you don't know how to read when you keep doing it in these presentations like this. Like, learn how to edit. You want to call yourself a marketing guru, but you can't even edit out a part of you mispronouncing a word. Kind of marketer are you if you don't even know how to edit a video?
As a leading industry in Ireland, the company is a major producer of pharmaceutical products, including vaccines, blood products, and other medicaments. medicaments. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, other stuff with medicine. The
medicaments
premise is due to presence of numbers of multinational pharmaceutical companies operating within Ireland.
Presence of numbers of presence of numerous multinational pharmaceutical companies operating within Ireland.
I didn't know that either. That's pretty cool. Top export.
How do you not know that? What do you what? Never mind.
Pharmaceuticals are also Ireland's top export category. In 2023, the country exported significant quantities vaccine blood, anesthesia toxins, cultures, amounting to approximately 47.3 billion. Whoa.
Oh my
the
Lord.
category alone accounts for a substantial portion of Ireland's total exports, underscoring the sector's critical role in national economy.
Oh my God. It drives me nuts because, like, just think there's people that don't have English as a first language that are trying to watch this with closed captioning as well. So it's just that's why it drives me nuts as well. It's like, it's not just like he's doing a video where he doesn't know how to edit and he's mispronouncing most of the words. He doesn't know how to read. And he wants people to take this seriously. And like he keeps saying it's hypothetical numbers, but then he makes statements like, use this to plan your future. Use this to figure out like how many people you need to sign up. So they are supposed to be taken seriously enough that people are supposed to be using these numbers to plan the future of their own business. So it's like, obviously this is supposed to be a serious marketing video where he's teaching everyone these things. And he can't even take a moment to realize that when he's bumbling around like this, it makes it extra hard for people that don't speak English to try to figure out what the fuck he's saying. So it's like, yeah, you actually do have to put some extra work into those videos. Make sure that you're speaking clearly. Maybe even a little slower than you usually do when you're doing those types of videos. To kind of like think of that. But he's just so unaware. He doesn't give a fuck, you know? And it drives me insane. 15% corporate tax rate, Marty. That's why they are located there. He doesn't even know what that means, probably. He's crashing hard, right? Like, imagine somebody trying to translate this, and they're just like, hold on, I have to figure it. He doesn't even know what he's saying, so give me a minute. Like, we got to let him figure out what he's reading first, and then I'll translate it for you guys. Marty doesn't pre-read the script before, right? And it's so noticeable. He uses ChatGPT to write them. He showed us that he uses them for the thumbnail. I'm assuming it's the whole thing. And I've already said that I feel like a big reason why he has such trouble reading through this is because it is written by ChatGPT. He doesn't read it, so then he just fumbles through it in a video. So it's not even written in a way that he would say it. Not even in a professional way he would say it. Like I've said before, there's some videos of mine where I turn into professional queen and it sounds like I'm using big words. And I'm talking in a way that I maybe don't talk like when I'm on a live stream. And that's because they're scripted. And I've sat down and I've really thought about what I'm going to say. And I, like I said, for some reason, there's still like part of me that turns into like professional me when I do that. I can't stop it. I don't know why. I'm working on it. But it's like he doesn't even write them like that. Like they're written completely different than any way he would ever speak. So it's like it doesn't flow for him. He can't get into a flow of reading it. Reading the words seems so foreign to him just the whole time. It's almost like he's reading a different language himself. You're like, Jesus, Marty, get it together. Marty should have handed this over to Red. Yeah, instead Red got the boot. You know, Red got the boot. Yeah, it's $1.03 US to €1. Or as Marty says, it's really, really close. Are there countries that have laws about how much a company can pay people? I'm not familiar with laws that have like caps, maybe in some of the places that have communism. Like there are certain things in the US where, and even here in Canada, where, like, for example, if you are someone that normally lives off of, let's say, $30,000 a year, and it's an income for you, so, you know, your bank gets used to seeing you getting these payments, and it recognizes that you're someone that lives that way. And then if you all of a sudden get, like, a huge sum of money into your bank might then be like, whoa, what the fuck is this about? And kind of put it like a red flag, because it's going to think that you've like robbed a bank or committed some kind of fraud, or maybe done something that you shouldn't do. Usually then it's like a hold until they figure out where you got it from and what it's for, maybe even talk to you about it, and then you can have access to your money. That can happen. So I don't know if that's kind of what they're talking about when they bring up like how like there's no cap on what you can get paid or any of this kind of thing. Like I'm assuming that that's kind of what they mean. But I don't think that there's like some law out there that says that it's like illegal for someone to get paid a mass amount of money. I think as long as you're paying the tax on it, they usually don't care.
In summary, the pharmaceutical industry is both leading producer of and top export sector in Ireland, reflecting the company's specialization in global competitiveness in this field. Boom. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I had to struggle through it. Some of the words I should know better, but anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Video popping up now. Just check it out. Anyway, see you all. Bye.
Oh, Lord. That was so hard to get through.
Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, I'm going to let these gentlemen talk. Either one of you can add to or whatever, and I'll sit back and listen a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're 20 minutes in, and they really haven't said anything except for hello.
Started off, Marty. I want to add just a little bit to the numbers that Marty talked about. And when you get this, you can play with the numbers and you're going to understand the position you're in, recognizing where you're at and how powerful it really, really is. You know, when Marty talks about the numbers and a sale coming in, that's awesome. When a sale comes into your organization, you make a commission. And then he extrapolates that out over a year's period. Here's what's really, really cool. When a sale comes in, people are coming in, they're looking at the product, they see the product that it's superior, it's better than anything out there at a lower price point, they come in and use it. Okay? Pretty common sense stuff. It's a better product, costs less, they love it when they use it. And then when there is a new subscription period, in other words, their subscription period expires, they have to come in and buy it again. Okay? So when you have a sale coming into your organization, if the subscription period is monthly, every month they're renewing, buying the product again so they can continue to use it. And they will do that because the products are so good. Now extrapolate that out. Each time you get a sale, they're paying monthly. You don't lose that sale. It's book business. So if you get
Jesus, Mike, that's just what you hope will happen. Joe says, under the Clinton administration, they removed the tax write-off for overpaid CEOs. It was changed to stock options instead of cash. I don't remember the details. Yeah, that was like 30 plus years ago. I was very young during that. I'll never forget Bill Clinton. Never slept with that woman. Hello, naysayers and fellow goose. Hello, sweet God. Good to see you.
Get another sale the second month. You don't have one, you have two. And then extrapolate that out over the year. And I'm going to let you run the numbers on that. But if you do that, it will literally blow your mind, especially
my
if
God.
you're in one of the countries where Marty does it,
Mike Ellis, it is blow your mind.
and you're not making very, very much money.
Everything blows his mind, okay? Everything. Oh my God, it blew my mind.
And you know, I listened to Marty the other day, and he talked about some of these countries that do really, really well. I mean, they've got diamonds, they've got gold, they've got oil, they've got all of this income coming into the country, and the people, you and I, are dirt poor. And Marty went, well, why? Where's that money going? Well, we kind of know where it's going. The thing about the numbers that Marty's talking about.
Okay, but again, how are you going to change that for them? Why do you think that if they start selling technology out of their country, that the same thing won't happen with it? Like, honestly, though, I want to know why you think that your company can go up against these people's governments. It's fascinating to me that you're like sitting here and you're like, I will be able to fix all of these things. It's like, no, you don't even understand them. Marty getting it so wrong. For South Africa, he said average salary is ZAR 1. I'm going to get this wrong, Violet. I'm so sorry. MPA, which is what middle to upper income earners would earn. A minor would earn about ZAR 280K. Unemployment is over 30%. And it's like, your MLM is not going to fix this. It's just not. As much as you want it to, and as many people as you get together to try to fix it, it's so much more complex than just like, we'll just give them a bunch of technology and a so-called job. Like, that's not the answer. Otherwise, don't you think everyone would have done that part already? It's like when we talked about Haiti the other day. If you guys haven't seen my video, go check out my video on that. It's like the issues that they have there are so complex, and you guys can't even start to understand them. But then you're promising them that you're going to do all this for them. And it's like, you don't even understand what it would take to go in there and fix this stuff with the issues they're having. You make no sense to promise Haiti that you're going to go in there and fix all of their issues, stop all of their poverty, feed all of their hungry, fix all of their government corporations, somehow get the gangs out of there. And like, that's what I was like, Marty, are you going to be going to war? Like, I don't understand where you get off thinking that you guys are going to be the answer for anyone with just technology products. Like, it's ridiculous. $100 product would cost ZAR 1,900. All right, so $100 is 1,900. And you're saying that most people would earn about, what, 280? Okay. Yeah. It's just not going to work. ZAR 1,900 is what a domestic worker might earn doing piecework. Would that be like minimum wage type, which is probably what, again, a large portion of the people there are making. So it's again, like, it was the same with Haiti. It's like, you're literally taking an entire month income for the cost of one product or the buy it. And then you think that they're going to pay every single month and that they're going to get like other people around them to do the same. Like, it's not going to work out. People here won't even pay that. You know? It's just, it sucks. Is Onpassive going to stop Barbecue, the gang leader? If I said that to him, he would get so mad and block me like he did before. He's the gang leader in Haiti. Yeah, that's what I mean, though. Like, there's a lot going on in Haiti, apart from the government core book. Like, and the corporations apparently trying to stop people from saving humanity there, according to Ash, you know? Like it's way more complex than that. And they're over here like, we'll solve it. We'll just come in there with the O-Connect. Everyone will buy O-Connect in Haiti, and then all of their problems will go away. And it's like, do you not understand how actually stupid that sounds, though? Like, for real. Like, come on, you know?
There is a way forward where no one can take that
And trust
away.
me, I am no expert, and I'm not trying to come off as that. I couldn't tell you how to solve the issues in Haiti. All right, like I don't have the answers, but then because of that, I wouldn't then go find people in Haiti and promise them that I could help them. Right? That's what my issue is with this. It's like you don't even understand what they're going through, and then you're telling them that you're going to fix it. It's just like, it's insane. And they do it for everywhere. That's why Violet's bringing up South Africa. She's there. And she's like, get the fuck out of my fucking country too. Fuck off, you know? It's like the issues in a lot of the places that they're preying on are a hell of a lot bigger and a lot worse than what's going on where I am and where they are. You know, in the UK or the US, because Collins is in the UK. The other two are in the US. I'm in Canada. Okay, like, we don't know the issues that they've gone through. There are things that we've never had to face. And honestly, if we even had to face part of them, I think we would all fucking not be able to handle it because we are fucking snowflakes in comparison. Okay, there, I said it. You think some of the people in the U.S. would be able to handle a war zone? They cry over their pronouns not being said correctly. Like, you know, like, let's just be real. So it's insulting to like come out here as an American and be like, I could solve all your problems. I'm just going to give you this fucking scam. Like, and then not even understand the issues. At the very least, could you not just try to understand them so that if you're sitting here talking about them, you don't sound like a complete idiot? And like I said, I don't even know. Like, I don't know the struggles because it's a lot. Like, Haiti's been dealing with decades of issues with this. Like my video didn't even touch on. All right. It was just a very, very small, quick sum up of like what's kind of going on there and then what just happened there Christmas Eve. Just to kind of be like, in case you didn't know, this is what's kind of up. And now's not the time. And it's like, let's not go around to every country and do illegal income claims and insult them. And I think that South Africa and the Haiti ones really piss people off because the income there is so much lower than it is where we are. And Marty made a statement in one of his lives that he wouldn't do it to countries that would get embarrassed. And I think a lot of people were like, well, we may have a silver lining where Marty is going to leave places like Vietnam, Haiti, South Africa, places in India, like these places will be left alone. He won't make these claims in those places because he doesn't want to come on here and be like their whole month's salary is $100 US. He said he didn't want to shame any of them or embarrass them. And then he turned around and like right after started releasing Vietnam. And then it was South Africa. And then it was Haiti. And by the time that we got to Haiti at the start of this month, people had had enough. And that one was just too much because, again, of what happened on Christmas Eve. which just brought all of the politics back up for everybody. And it's almost like everything kind of started to pop off. So it's like, that's not what they need right now. And this is why I'm like, Marty doesn't even understand that maybe he should have just gone with his first idea to leave some people alone. Like, you know, like let's not make illegal income claims for like Vietnam, Haiti, South Africa. You know, I could keep going. Just those are the ones that really seem to bother people. Those are the ones that I got messages about and emails about, and people in the Discord like, well, this is fucking, I'm pissed about this one, you know? And again, I think it had a lot to do with the fact that they thought those ones were safe from him. And it turns out they're not. So let's just not be doing that.
Away from you. Once you start to establish your business, once your business starts to grow, because of what Mr. Mufareh has done, because of the system he's put together, all of a sudden that money starts to accrue, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you get to the point where you have that financial independence, no one can come around and take it away from you. It's yours. What does that do for you? All of a sudden, you are
you're in community. Do you know what? Sure. Nobody can come and take it from any of them.
Sovereign, independent being, and because of the wealth you've accumulated, now you have mobility. You can do whatever you want to do, guys. You can live the life you want to live. And that's why when Marty does these numbers, it's so powerful. I'm going to turn it back over to Collins and let him talk a little bit. I've got some other things to share with you, and I'll do that after we do our first round. Collins, go ahead.
Thank you, Mike Ellis. Marty Deo, thank you for the number. You know, that number is really powerful. And a lot of people need to know that this is AI. You know, it's AI.
Yeah, you'll notice they don't mention Onpassive here either. Excuse me. I don't know if Marty gave them the memo, the one that he forgot to give Red Redford, but it seems like in this, Mike and Collins don't really mention it either. It's just interesting.
Traffic, which is so powerful. That's where the world is going now. Everything automated.
Powerful.
You know, so, but I really don't want to talk about AI traffic, because we did a lot of talking, you know, on the Heroes webinar, you know, but I just want to look at why I'm still in this company. Why am I still here? You know, June will make me 5 years. Why am I still in this company? Because the CEO, Mr. Mufareh, is building something that is bigger than myself. You know, the life is still growing. The dream is growing stronger and better every day. Even if
imagine thinking that Mufareh building nothing means that he's building something bigger than yourself. Damn, Collins, you should get some self-esteem, dude.
You don't see it. It is growing stronger and better.
Self-worth, you know?
You know, some of the founders were just throwing things out, talking. I said, why do you think Mr. Mufareh will just dash his dream away?
You're not wrong, Mr.
Who of us, if we look at many people in this world, have a dream and they can just allow that dream to die?
Which is maybe why I said you don't need people in America to come out here and be like, I'm going to save you. There's a lot of people in these places that don't feel like we've helped much. And a lot of people feel like people like Marty doing things like this is a little savior complexy, and they don't like it. And these are things that, again, they're not sensitive to, that they don't think about. And this is why I don't really like to get political, because I try to understand these things. And I don't really like to get too political on here, but it's like, we just don't need it. Let's not be doing this.
We know we were looking at different things, you know, looking for job. If you don't look for job, if job is your dream, you don't look for job, you become.
Like, if you are going to say you're going to save them, you could at least like send some food over, send some relief over, send some help, instead of just sitting on webinars every day talking about how amazing it will be and how fabulous you all are, because one day you're going to save everybody, you know, like, okay, like, fuck off.
Yes. You need to go for interview. You need to, you know, persist. You know, there's just that continuity, fighting for what you want. That is how the world is. You relax, the world will not stop because you've stopped. The world will still move ahead. So why are we still here? It is because there is the dream of one man who said, I will never give up. I will build this, because that is his dream. He never want to give his dream. Founding member or no founding member, affiliate or no affiliate, he is not giving up his dream. That's his desire, something that it is in his heart. It's like, I have a dream and I want to fulfill that dream. No matter what, as long as I'm doing the right thing, I will make sure that dream will be fulfilled. That's exactly what Mr. Ash Kufara is doing. Quietly, silently, going about his business, making sure his own dream will be fulfilled. You know, and the dream of Mr. Ash Kufara is about humanity. Sometimes I quote some things, you know, I was reading, you know, I'm doing like this Bible in a year course, starting from 1st January. You know, Genesis, they talk about the Tower of Babel. I always confuse, you know, there are times that I've read that passage a lot and I said, but why would they build something to go and see God? Were they challenging God? I know God loves house, nice, beautiful building, because he commanded David to build it and Solomon to build it. It is because these people, they wanted to do it for their own glory. What? Let us make name for ourselves. That is why it failed. Mr. Ash Mufara is not.
What does that have to do with Onpassive and Ash Mufara? Not a damn thing.
Making name for himself. He is doing it for humanity. And that is why that dream is still stronger. The moment you put people before yourself, that dream will always come to fruition. But when you start to put yourself before people, no matter how the dream can succeed, yes, but you always sit one day in your quiet moment knowing that you are ripping people off. He doesn't want to rip anybody. He just wants to do something good. You know, and we just have to thank God that we are part of it, the journey.
I feel like this person. Thank you, Mike. A lot of countries will definitely benefit from this company. And I just want to say, there are companies with a profit that are already doing a lot more to help people out here in our world than Onpassive has ever done. And they have not been able to solve all these problems. So I need you to give me more information about how Onpassive plans on solving all of these countries' issues. Besides just, oh, well, O-Connect's going to be above market value and everyone will buy it there. And then everyone will be able to sell it there and everyone will be rich, problem solved, you know? I need more information. And you should be getting more information before you just believe that anyone's going to help you either. Ash is working so silent, it's as if nothing's being done. When he appears after 3 months, he will not talk about a new vendor. He'll talk about the evil people who took control of Onpassive last year. I am kind of like excited to see how he's going to try to twist all this, especially after like over a month. It appears it's going to be going on a month of them being like, we're not shutting down Onpassive and starting anything new, blah, blah, blah. Because eventually Ash is going to have to show up and tell them about On Fusion Tea. So I'm just like, I'm kind of excited. I'm like, this year's going to be great because I can't wait to watch that go down. How are we going to spin that?
That's how I see myself. Part of this journey.
Are they going to say we took it? Did we steal Onpassive?
For nothing, for less. I spoke to some of the founders. Said, just imagine Mr. Ash Mufara goes alone and said, I want to put this all by myself. And then you come later. Do you think you would have been able to pay that amount? They said no. Because if I'm the one, I will tell you, if you don't have 10 grand, you're not coming in. At the end of the day, I can become the world richest man, part of the world richest people on earth. I don't need anybody. It's technology. Software development company. They don't need anybody. They can go on their own if they have the money to build it. You know, so we just have to look at it. When you sit back every day, ask yourself, why am I here? What really made me to be in this company? Is the dream still alive? Is the CEO still there, building, working for you? Or has he given up? No, he has never come out and said, I give up, because he's a very straightforward man. He said, I can come up today and say, you know what, I'm done with. But he is still building this. And he is not building it only for you, the affiliate and the founding member. Those who think, oh, I'm a founder, I deserve it. No, he is building it for the world. There are people who have never, ever heard about this. They will come to realize that, wow, there's a company there. And you know what? It will change a lot of lives. Not only in the financial term, it will improve businesses. It will improve a lot of businesses. We are talking about AI every day. Last time I watched BDC News, I think I shared with Marty.
Do you have any brain in your head that thinks about anything other than how great Ash is and how great this company is? Because I feel like we just get the exact same speech from Collins Manna every single time. It's like, do you not talk about anything else? Do you not have any other way to market this? Apparently, you're up there with a marketing guru, you know.
UK have just put what? About 14 to 13 billion pounds.
Yeah, now he's better than Tony Robbins.
Into AI, because what they want to do, they want UK to, the Prime Minister talked about it, they want UK to become the AI leading country in the world. That's what they've done. Just imagine where AI is going. For those who are looking things, check it. Why would a country decide to go that way, that far?
Again, just because AI is a big industry and there's a lot of AI popping off right now, and it's a really big buzzword that companies are using to describe things that aren't even AI, and it's driving me absolutely insane out here, does not mean that Onpassive's AI is going to pop off. That's not what it means. It's like there are so many AIs out there. All right. The Z-Bot is going to be a thing and be sold before Onpassive sells a product. And they just launched yesterday. Watch yesterday's stream to learn what I'm talking about if you don't know. It's so frustrating how you just come out here every time, Collins. And you're like, well, Ash Mufara is amazing. Onpassive is amazing. Here's an analogy that has nothing to do with Onpassive, but I'm going to somehow tie it into how Onpassive is fabulous. And then you generically talk about AI or technology in some way, but it'll just be the industry and what's going on in the industry. And it's not even an expert's opinion. It's like somebody that just reads some tabloids and then talks. And it has nothing to do with Onpassive. Like, give us something else. Come up with a new speech. We're bored. And if I'm bored, the people listening to you really got to be bored.
Yes, in AI, in every sector.
Then you got Sherry on here. Great to have brothers Mike and Collins. Always great info. Thank you both for all you give. Love you to pieces. God bless you all with unicorns and the stupid train and everything.
Be health, can be defense, can be everywhere. You need AI everywhere to bring that sustainability and that quick turnover to transform the way things work. And this is exactly what Mr. Ash Mufara is doing. You know, building the software, integrating it with AI so it can facilitate businesses. So I'll leave it there. Mike, if you want to chime in out, Marty Deo, over to you.
Alrighty. Yeah, everything these guys said and more. It's if you know, I don't even look. People have said, people contact me every day about other business and all that much. I hope you're successful, but I'm not interested. I found my home. And then at that point, they're starting to wonder now. Some of the people, Marty, you're still there. There must be something. They know me well enough. I'm not gonna. Why would I stay here? It's big. It's big, and I love the idea that everyone around the world gets an even shake. And
they
not only a shake, you get a golden virtual toolbox. You open a drawer and get what you want. And like I said, everything about Onpassive is unlimited. So
they don't get an even shake because the products cost the exact same. If Ash did the whole international pricing thing, then it would be more of an even shake. But Ash won't do that because his main goal here is to make a lot of money. He's all about money. That's why he pocketed $108 million and didn't pay the Amazon bill or his employees. Okay? He's all about money.
If I mention something right now, I'll give you an example. If I mention anything right now about anything in Onpassive, us three could talk about it for an hour. Because you start breaking down, where can you go with that? I've done it in sectors, talked about it in sectors I know nothing about. But I know enough about the outside of it, how you could build and create another way of making income.
What?
And as this launches to the world, and you really look, Oliver always says,
What does that mean? I don't know anything about this, but I know enough about the outside of it. Like, what?
know your business. He says it all the time. Know your business. Nobody's telling you to be Einstein, but really get to know what you have your hands on. Listen, you don't need to be an IT guy, although Collins is. You don't need to be a big marketer at all. And you should be happy with that. All the times, all the years that I would go into a business, and I just felt like I'm a sheep to slaughter. No joke. Until you learn. And then when you learn, you go, oh, wow, this is cool. You move up a ladder, move up a ladder, move up a ladder, and then you hit a brick wall. The brick wall is.
Yeah, Violet says, so now we know Marty is so pathetic he can't even do a live stream without someone else to hold his hand. If you are staking your future on this, dumbass. Pretty much. Pretty much.
The company's going to fold in 90 days. How many companies last a year? We've had many people talk about these shiny objects for the last 6 years. They all came back. They all came back. There's nothing there. It's good for the person creating it because...
Again, so then were you successful before or not?
They make a quick buck. They repackage it, put it back out there because they know people are desperate to change their lives. But don't waste your time. Come and check it out. Listen, how much selling do you have to do? I'll give you an example. I'll do this real quick. Let's say you have a conferencing platform. We know all the big names.
Oh, my Lord.
And you go in, you're having it, you pay every month. Example, our CEO paid $100,000 a year for Zoom. It was a big package, 20,000 room, but that's a lot of money, okay? So what would happen if a company comes out with a conferencing platform, video conferencing platform, which they are, and you're in it. You're not a marketer, you're in it. It takes two to tango. You're not going to go to a video conferencing call by yourself. I don't care if you're just getting together as a family reunion because you can't afford to travel. You tell your friends, oh, I'd love to talk to you online. They start throwing to you their conferencing platform. So no. I got one. I'll send you the link. And you send it to them. And I'm just telling an example. This is one out of 1,490,000,000,000, okay? You send them the link. They meet you at 8 o'clock. As soon as they come in.
Except first, before they can use it, they got to buy in for $97 to become an O founder. And then they got to purchase it. So then they come back to you and they say, dude, I don't have $200 right now to drop to be able to do this meeting with you. And Marty goes, yeah, but once you join, you'll be making money. And then they go, no, I'm good, man. Never mind. Forget the meeting. Fuck it. And then they probably block you and never try to do business with you ever again. See, that's how that's actually going to go. You know, it's not going to be send them a link. They go in there and then they go, oh my God, yeah, I'm going to drop $200 on this right now. Woo, let's go. Let's have our meeting. That's not going to happen. They'll say, okay, well, this thing wants me to pay money for it. I don't want to buy it. So you can come on Zoom for free, buddy.
Become a co-host. Now, all these little buttons are there on the outside. And they're talking to you and they're looking around. Why? People are nosy as hell. You invite them over to your house, they're looking through your medicine cabinet while they're in the bathroom. Why? That's what people do. But
No. That's not what people do. And I used to be an addict, and I've never gone into somebody's house and looked through their medical cabinet. Not once. That's what you do, apparently, since you seem to think it's so common. But no, that's not what the usual people do.
Imagine somebody coming in, they see all the buttons at the bottom, they see all these features. Here's what's going to happen while you're playing trivia or you're talking. Hey, Marty, these buttons on the bottom, what are they? I said, well, hover over it with your mouse. The co-host, they see it. Oh, it says music. This has music? Yeah, how much? Whatever genre you like. Can I hit it?
Or they can go and get a Fundwise loan from Corey Price, and then they can buy their own Connect.
Yeah. Click, music comes on. Oh, crap. They're going to do this automatically. You don't have to sell that. Now, if they came in and went, okay, here's what you got to do. There's a button on your bottom. Let people be people. The more you try not to sell, the more you're going to sell. This is fact. This is fact. Here's proof. Myself, Mike, and Dan made an ad. We made many ads. We made an ad.
Yeah, I know.
And it drove me crazy that about 15 to 20% of the people would not click the freaking button. But they'd leave a comment. Guess what the comment said? Can I have some more info? Just click the freaking button. You can have the info. But they had that scary thing. Like if I click the button, the house is going to blow up. I don't know what they were thinking. I said, we have to find a way, myself, Mike, and Dan, how do we talk to those people in the chat? And no joke, we actually did this. We took shifts in answering all of the info questions and did manually, and it would send them. Guess where it's sending them? Guess where it's sending them? The same place they would have went if they just clicked the freaking button. But now they made a decision, right? They're telling us, I want this. And you send it, they go, okay, now I'm getting what I want. That's okay. I don't care what they think. They're still going where I want them to go to begin with Mike, myself, and Dan. So then I said, wait, is there an app that I can do that automatically? Because listen, if you don't answer people in 1.2 seconds, they forget. It's just human nature. You ever see something and you go, oh, I got to remember that. You drive by a poster or whatever. You go 2 miles down the road, your kids are asking, are we there yet? The dog's barking because you decided to bring them. You already forgot about that poster. No joke. Later on, you go, there's something I wanted to do, but I can't remember what it was. That happens. You have to talk to people automatically. This app answered the question instantly. But guess what? It wasn't AI. It was manual. I had to come up with hundreds of scenario questions. Hey, what's this about? Can I have info, please? Yo, I don't get it.
Yeah,
all these things mean send me info. I pump it in. Now the app does it automatically and sends them where we want them to go anyway. What I'm trying to tell you, all that craziness is done for you. All of it. And it's part of the package.
No,
if you don't, I mean, I'm just telling you, that's why
it's not part of the package. You don't have anything in your back office. You don't have a package. You guys keep talking like this stuff is in existence and it's not.
From my experience of Mike and Dan, that's why we're here. Do you know we spent 3 months fine-tuning an ad to get it at best return on investment, only for the company to fold?
Wow.
So we branded a company that never existed. What a
Is this a fucking joke? This is a joke? You just spent 6 years branding a company that doesn't exist, that Ash has no access to anymore. It's Mohammed Kamal's company now. And you're about to start a brand new one. And all the branding and marketing you're doing right now doesn't matter because it doesn't say the company's name. So all of it's considered false marketing, Marty, because you don't tell us the name of the company. So everyone's going to think you're working for Amway. Everyone will just assume that you're working for Amway because you're not saying the company name. And in this industry, that usually means it's Amway. You just literally said that you're silly for marketing a company that doesn't exist for 3 months. And you've all been doing that for 6 fucking years. 6 years, Marty. Oh, shit. That was good. I love that. I want to hear that one again.
craziness is done for you. All of it. And it's part of the package. And if you don't, I mean, I'm just telling you, that's why, from my experience of Mike and Dan, that's why we're here. Do you know we spent 3 months fine-tuning an ad to get it at best return on investment, only for the company to fold? So we branded a company that never existed. What a waste. That happened 50 businesses, easy. Anyway, that's why I'm
Oh man, and you're about to make it 51. Oh shit, Marty. Oh man, you must be so mad.
so excited about this business because the foundation
Are you?
is as far as the eyes can see. And that's important. I don't want a business that's going to last 90 days. I want to build it build it, help other people.
For 6 years and then have it flop, right? 90 days wasn't long enough. You'd rather it be for 6 years.
Build theirs and go fishing or whatever you want to do. Anyway, I'm going to turn over to Mike because I talk way too much. Go ahead, Mike.
Great.
No, that's terrific, Marty. And Collins and Marty are giving you a lot of really, really great information here, guys. Bottom line with Marty, Dan, and I, it took us 12 years to learn how to do what we do. That's a long time. Most people don't have the inclination or the time to do that. What Mr. Mufareh has developed for each and every...
And what the hell do you do? What do you do? Bullshit people on the internet and manipulate them to follow you? Wow, congratulations. It took you 12 years to learn how to be an asshole. Some of us were just born assholes. Lord.
Every one of us, you can be where we are, which took us 12 years, day one. That's really, really cool. I really want to talk to the new people that are here. And obviously, this will be for those that have been with us for a while. But it'll give you a little perspective of where we are, how we got here, and really how fortunate we are. When you look at Mr. Mufareh and the inception of this company, Mr. Mufareh brought this out in wintertime.
What is Marty doing?
Really, really, really difficult times. And the one thing I've learned about difficult times is hard times build strong people. But I listened to a gentleman the other day, and he talked about the history of very, very large companies, multi-billion-dollar companies. And he said the majority of those companies started off in wintertime, very, very hard times. Usually it's where people go to die, where things go to die.
What?
And that's where Mr. Mufareh started this company. He started in very, very hard times. And because he started it in hard times, again, hard times build strong people. And when you have strong people, they build multi-billion-dollar companies. that is where this company started. And because of the first 5.5, 6
So then what? The rest of you are all weak little bitch boys? I don't understand. So if this thing doesn't pop off by the end of this year as a $1 billion unicorn company, I could start saying that you're all little bitches? Is that what you're telling me? None of you will have strength? Good to know, Mike Ellis.
7 years that Mr. Mufareh was developing this company, phase one, very, very difficult times, very, very hard times. He not only acquired wisdom, but
it's funny because like the website went down at the end of June, which wasn't winter. The merchant problems happened in September, which also isn't winter. But yeah, no, sure. It the winter's a hard time.
Acquired that steel backbone. And if you know anything about hard times, just think about the Depression. If you were in the Depression in this country, United States of America, and it was back in the 30s, guys. I know most of you aren't old enough to remember that, and neither am I, by the way.
I was like,
deny that, but no, I'm not that old. But in the 30s during the Depression, you either got strong or you just got dead. I mean, you were just pushed to the side because it was really, really hard times. And that's what Mr. Mufareh has been going through.
What?
And today, because of what Mr. Mufareh has gone through.
What the fuck is wrong with you? How is a man pocketing $108 million? $108 million he pocketed, and you're comparing that to the Great Depression. You think a guy that got to go to the salon and spa with his wife while his employees were getting evicted and starving with their families because they didn't get paid is similar to him suffering through the Great Depression? Are you kidding me right now? That's what Ash is going through right now. It's similar to the Great Depression. Yeah, back in the Great Depression, when no one could pay their bills because they all pocketed $108 million and wanted to do money laundering instead. Oh, yeah, I remember those days. Like, what are you talking about, Mike? Back when people pocketed $108 million so that they could order Uber Eats and get groceries for their family and go to the salon and spa and pay for trinkets. The Great Depression. It was depressing because because everyone was sad because they were all spending $108 million. Like you're a fucking idiot. That's just idiotic to say.
He's coming.
Like, what oppression is he suffering through right now?
Out the other end, really smelling like a rose. We are in such a great place. We are coming from winter to spring, and the growth that's going to be happening as Mr. Mufara launches phase 2 is just going to be phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
If you look at hard times and you look at companies that went through hard times, and I'll start with Disney. Disney is one of those companies, multi-billion-dollar company, but when it was started, it was tough. I mean, he almost went under over and over and over again. But again, he developed that steel backbone, understanding that he had a vision that he knew was really, really good. And if he could just get it out to the world, it would just blossom. And that's what Mr. Mufara has done. He's had a vision. He believes in the vision 100%. He will never let that vision die. And now he is coming into, can you hear me okay, Marty?
Yeah,
you guys can hear me. He's coming into the spring of what he's developed. And by the way, hard times, it's appropriate for you too. If you've been in 6 years, 7 years, if you've been in 2 years, you've had to go through some of those hard times, and you've had to grow. Again, hard times build strong people. And because of what Mr. Mufara has done, because of what we've done, because of we've had the willpower to stick with things, coming into the spring, coming into that launch of phase 2, we are so powerful right now. It's just unbelievable. I want to say one more thing, then I'll hand it back over.
And what do the people who are already with Onpassive, what do they get for their loyalty and for going through all of this with you for the last several years? What do they get that future people aren't going to get? How do they benefit by going through all of this with all of you? What's the extra benefit to them? Care to explain that to us, or?
Rick Collins.
Because I thought we were talking about turning ideas into gold. But so far, I haven't really heard anything about that. You're just doing your usual speeches.
Marty's talked about the money. We talk about AI. We talk about all the things Mr. Mufara is doing. Marty talks about the market a little bit. I want to say one thing about the market. Unless you have a very, very large market, it's really difficult to have longevity. Mr. Mufara knows that. And the niches that he's going into are absolutely massive. It would take a lifetime for most people. I don't think Mr. Mufara, but for most people, to really get a hold of those niches and really, really get 20, 30, 40% of that niche. One of the niches he's going to be into is the educational niche.
The niche.
And I want to give you this number just so you understand.
The niche, the educational niche. He's going to be in the educational niche.
Understand how large the niches are, and how that gives us tremendous longevity. And it's just one product. There are multiple products in billion-dollar niches. But if we look at the educational niche, that's an $850 billion niche.
Do you have an itch for the niche?
Annually. That's how much money comes in annually. How much of that market will we take? 10%, I think, is a piece of cake. 20%, 30%, 50%. I believe we'll take a majority of that market over time. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Yes, congratulations to all of the leaders of Onpassive for manipulating the masses and for keeping on Fusion T a secret, even though Gersmander already blew it wide open.
The course of a year, 2, 3 years, it's going to be massive. Just that alone will give you the confidence that as you come in, you get into the business that Mr. Mufara is offering each and every one of us, that you'll have the longevity to come in and actually.
I covered the Beezer spray stuff that Foodie Beauty was selling with Sala and his weird internet scammy website that I covered. I remember that. Don't buy anything from that website.
Build an income online. And because it's book business, what I talked about before, it's book business, you'll be able to develop that income in time. And I don't think it's going to take that long. You know, normally it takes 10 years, 12 years to get that done. It's not going to take that much time because of what Mr. Mufara has done. But over time, you're going to get to that place where you have financial independence. And then,
okay, I'm going to be honest with you, Mike. It doesn't take most people 12 years to figure out how to do online network marketing. I don't know why you guys think it's a flex to say that it took you over 12 years to learn how to do it. And I'm still waiting for the proof that any of you are actually successful at it right now. Because let's be honest, a lot of the people in this thing, you didn't sign them up for it. So how have you been successful even here in Onpassive? There is no success with Onpassive. You're not doing anything but talking on webinars and making little marketing videos to make you feel better about how you're not doing anything, to fill time. Especially now that Onpassive's shut down and On Fusion T's about to start, right? And you can't even say the company name on a live stream. So in the past 6 years, how have you been successful as a marketer? Because you're all like, the first 12 years, we really sucked. It took us that time to learn. But now we're experts over these last 6 years. And I'm like, you mean like the Bill Must videos that Marty posts on his channel? That's supposed to be an expert marketer? An expert online network marketing guru? Really? That's what they come out with? And then, like, you remember, Marty said he's better than Tony Robbins. So
then you're just going to be able to live the life you want to live. Collins, go ahead.
Yes, Mike Ellis, you touch a point. There's one point which I really pick from what you're saying, which is just hard times. Hard times build resilience. And when we are looking at most of the companies, those who always make research on companies, none of them have ever come out right the first time. They always go through turbulence, and sometimes they feel like giving up. But because they have someone who feels this is my dream and I'll not let it go, what will happen? There will always be light at the end of the tunnel. You can look at Apple, the history of Apple. It took them decades.
Oh my God, you're not Apple.
People resigned. Those who come in as co-founder, they said, no, I cannot wait any longer.
Miles says, dudes, it takes 7 years to become a doctor, an actual qualified person contributing to society. Only 7 years. You have had more time and done what? Well, apparently it takes you 12 years to learn how to do network marketing on the internet properly. Which is funny because here you can take a college course for 2 years and become a professional marketer. So if you want a bachelor's of marketing, it's 4 years in uni. You can get a bachelor's in marketing. So I'm not really sure why it's a flex to these guys that it took them 12 years to learn this. And then this is the slop that they're producing for us. But here we are. Just like how it's not a flex to fail at something for 20 years first.
Longer, said their position and disappeared. What happened today? Look at Apple, $1 trillion company. And if you look at their history, they didn't get it easy. At that time, Nokia was at the top. Nokia, I remember it was about 95% share. Apple had how many? 5%. But just imagine if they gave up, what would have happened?
Yeah, but you're talking about shares. See, it's not fair for you to compare yourself to these other companies that have actual investors and shares in the stock market. That's not a fair comparison, especially since they have products and you don't. Like your company without products and no services to sell will never be as successful as Apple, even at the very beginning on their worst day. And it's like, you don't understand that. You're like, well, Apple was successful. We're doing technology 20 years later with worse products, but we should also be successful then. And it's like, that's not how this works.
Apple, they say, you know what? We spend all this money and look at the share we are getting. Nokia was there. They refused to undergo digital transformation. And that's why Nokia collapsed. And Microsoft bought Nokia and called it the Microsoft phone now we're using. But that's the history. They regretted doing all of these things. But when you have someone like the CEO, Mr. Ashko, yes, there'll always be hard times. Sometimes you learn from your mistakes. You will never learn. Nobody have ever learned from what you have done right. If I've done something, there is nothing. There's no learning curve. It's always right for me. So there is no learning again. When you're doing everything is just perfect, so perfect for you. But you learn when you are hit with terrible things. There's always lesson learned. I said the only time you fail is when you give up. There is no failure if you are still determined, still push forward to make sure your dreams and goals are realized. And that's exactly what Ms. Ashko is doing. Hard times means nothing for this man. For those who knows him, it means nothing. He smiles, he does himself, and the next thing he will think like, how do we get out from this mess? What is the next step? He never dwell and mourn and said, oh, you know what, the situation is bad, cursing people. No, he said, how do we get out? How can we get out of this mess and make sure we are on a rough ride? That's his thinking, the mindset of those who are visionaries. They always think of way out. When you shut the door, they'll look for the window to come out more brighter than what, and they'll even think like, my God, even the first stage was even bad. Now the second phase is even better. You give them other opportunity, they'll tell you the next phase is even much better than this. So there's always brighter light as you hit rough road. There is always brighter light, double, triple. And that's the beauty about company like this. For someone who is a visionary, who never gives up, he said, you know what, we need to get this to a logical conclusion, because there are people whose life depend on this company. One way or the other. There are companies who are looking for something like this to enhance their own business. There are normal people like you and I who are looking for this to build a business out of nothing. I'm not a marketer, but I know I'll be the best marketer because AI will do it for me. Getting the product and just push a button and they'll do the work for me. What do I want again? If a place like this, and I said, no, I can't be inside, where can I be? Because there is nothing. The only thing I can do, like Warren Buffett said, is just to continue my job work until I drop dead. But thank God, something like this came in my own generation, which I will wholeheartedly embrace it and see it, and only pray for the owner, for God to keep him healthy so that he can bring this to the world. So, Marty, I'll give it back to you.
Whoa, I want to tell you one thing for sure. You never invite a couple of guys like this, because what happens is we keep reminding each other of something new. Like, I'm sure Mike has something else to say, right? It never ends. One thing I want to say, Mike had brought up that
it's like, oh Lord, please let it end. Don't let it continue much longer, right? Violet said, what they should really be studying is the hundreds of thousands of IT companies that failed and disappeared. That's where the real lessons are. And here's the thing, is that it's like, obviously they don't know anything about that at all, because Ash is making a lot of the mistakes that those ones made, right? And they won't even admit that they've made mistakes. Like, they just act like all of the mistakes that happen with this Onpassive stuff is everybody else's fault. It's not Ash making mistakes. It's other people making mistakes. They don't know what they are, but it's all other people's fault. And it's like, again, you need to be self-aware as a business owner, which they are not. It's like, you would think that they would want to study that and what went wrong and then try to do it the right way. Because they keep talking about how this company went through struggles, but then did this to get through it. And it's like, okay, but you're not even like actually doing anything to fix the issues in your company. Because you won't even admit where the problem lies, which is with Ash Mufareh stealing all the money and pocketing it and not doing this legally. Everything's illegal over here. So nothing that you do is going to be good, clean money, and you won't be able to do much unless he starts this over again legally. And I really do not think that the SEC is going to let him register more securities right now. And if he does this the same way he did with Onpassive, they're just going to sue him for Onfusion T as well for unregistered securities. Don't think that they won't be keeping an eye on this. Like, that's what I don't get. We don't practice toxic positivity here. All right? You can't come to my channel and then tell me what to say. I don't even go to your channels and tell you to stop spreading misinformation and lies and illegal income claims. So don't come to my chat and go, don't say things that are negative. These are our founders. No, it's a bunch of morons sitting on a screen lying to you. They can't even admit that Onpassive is shut down and that they're about to start up a new company. There's a difference between being negative and speaking a hard truth that you don't want to hear. Just because the truth that I speak, you don't want to hear it. because you believe in this thing and Mr. Ashmufara, Lord of the Internet, who pocketed $108 million of your money and never gave you guys a cent back of it. After he said that he'd give it all to you. How come he's not transferring money into everyone's bank accounts right now, huh? If he's not about the money. He had $108 million. He could give 108 people $1 million. What happened? He wants to save all of humanity, make everyone else rich, right? But just because it's hard for you to hear, and you don't like to hear the truth about how this is a scam and how these people are lying to you, doesn't mean it's negative. I think it's more negative to spread lies, spread misinformation about a business opportunity, spread illegal income claims, and dupe people out of money that don't have money to hand over to begin with. You know? I think that's more negative than speaking the truth about people trying to scam people. I mean, it's not like I'm sitting here going, holy crap, Marty DeGarmo's like 700 pounds. What a fat slob. I could be a lot more mean and a lot less classy on these. Trust me. You should see the people that cover me and how they talk. All right? I'm nice in comparison. So, don't come over here. It's not my fault you ended up on the wrong channel because you don't know how to read titles and descriptions of videos.
Market share. Could you imagine? Now, I don't care who it is. All the big dogs, the millionaires, the billionaires. What do they tell you? Multiple streams of income. You have to have more than one.
Right? The founder's money was supposed to be untouched until the promotions began with the released products. And you would think that at the very least, if you make $108 million and then your Amazon bill is like $4 million, that you would pay it. Maybe pay the employees that you hired.
Now, wrap your head around that. All the stuff we said.
If he's an MD, I'm a Pope. In a lot of places, MD just stands for Muhammad. If you don't know, it doesn't mean MD doctor. It means MD like Muhammad. Although Marty and them don't know that either, so they just assume everyone's a doctor in this thing.
Chance, a very high chance, that most of the products that come out are unicorn status. So the limit, even if you get 20, 30%, it's a rocket ship to Mars. No joke.
Unicorn status means that you're a $1 billion company on startup. Okay? I don't think that you can be a $1 billion startup company without any products that you've sold. Here's the thing also. You don't get to decide that you're the unicorn company. You don't get to just start a company and then be like, I'm going to decide that this is a unicorn company. That's how it goes. That's not how it even gets specified, how a company gets specified as a unicorn company. In order for you to be considered a unicorn company, you have to reach that amount in sales, in profit. $1 billion in profit when you start. Do you think that selling $75 O Connects to O founders is going to give you $1 billion in profit in this company? Come on now. Come on.
Even if it's 20%, 30%, 40%. And by the way, people will come into AI traffic and then news will spread and people will come in organically. We don't have that in the cards. It's going to happen. I'm not just.
Could you please elaborate to me how you plan on helping out the issue in Haiti right now? Since you want to make large statements like we will change the world, can you explain to me how you personally are going to go into Haiti, go up against all the gangs there, go up against their corrupt government, and take over their country? I would be very interested to hear. We all would. We would all like for you to explain that to us. We've been wondering. You want to make illegal income claims for the country. You want to promise them that you're going to change their country. So how do you, Muhammad Nasrul Islam, personally plan on doing that? Have you donated money to the people in Haiti? How are you helping our world right now today? What are you doing to make the world a better place right now? Because promoting a scam, by the way, is the opposite of changing the world for the better. And that's all I see you doing in my comments right now. So I want you personally to explain to me how that's going to occur.
Saying it's going to happen. Other things happen. When you surround yourself with like-minded people, good-hearted people, it's contagious. And people start to see what you see here. Example, see this guy come.
Again, Marty talking about attraction marketing while claiming you don't have to do any marketing.
Collins? Yeah, I met him 3 years ago in this company. He was very happy, staying in a cubicle, leave me alone. I'm an IT guy. I don't speak to a lot of people. This company, look what they did to him. It's shameful. I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, he's come so far, and all of his friends, other IT people usually, or most people, Mike Ellis wasn't going to be a big speaker. There's no freaking way. No way. Why?
So because someone's in IT, you just automatically assume that they're a quiet, what, a nerd? Are you stereotyping people now? Oh, well, if someone's in the IT business, they can't know how to be a good speaker. They don't know how to speak. They're just computer nerds. All right, Marty.
Hey, but once we got into it, what we realized was, because we believe in God, God delivered us, brought us here.
Yeah, God gave Mike Ellis the ability to speak properly, even though he's in IT, I guess. Well, good for God.
And once you're home, truly home, and you see that everybody can win, you're going to feel the same way we do. And if that's not worth $1 million, nothing is. I'm going to give Mike one more chance. And Mike, do not trigger me to say something else. Just say something easy, okay? All right, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, just real quick. I want to express to everybody, you need to be the power source. And that's a big topic. I'll talk about it at another time and explain it. But think about that.
Sounds
you
exhausting.
need to be the power source. And because of what Mr. Mufara has done, you have the ability to be that power source. It's a really, really big deal. At another time, I'll explain more about it. But think about it. You need to get there, because once you get there, you're unstoppable. Go ahead.
Well, how are we supposed to get there if you won't even explain it to us right now, Mike? I'll explain it to you guys in a future time. Just make sure that you guys get there, even though you don't know what it is, because I think you're all dumb. And a bunch of you are probably IT people, so IT people that don't speak.
Collins, go ahead.
Say something, Collins. Don't trigger me and Mike. Just be in general.
So just encouraging those who are watching later on to take a look when we open to the world again. Take a look. If it is for you, hold it. If it's not for you, go. You are not.
I have a feeling if you plug into Onpassive, you're going to get a 404 error message, and then your whole system is going to blow up. So be wary of that.
You're not tied down to anything, but it is better to take a look than to say, no, it's not for me.
Right?
It will be a very big mistake.
It's like, you guys all got to work on getting there, but I'm not going to tell you what it is now or explain anything about it. I will in future.
If you jump this opportunity. So I'll leave it there, Marty.
Fantastic. This was a great show. Robin just wrote fantastic live. Everybody's fantastic. Great.
Fantastic. It's all the same generic info that you give me every single day. How fantastic. I can't wait until you do another one tomorrow and say the exact same thing you did today again. Fantastic. Maybe you'll do another illegal income claim in another country, though. Fantastic.
This is what happens when you know you have something, a tiger by the tail. No doubt about it. I'm the way I'm by the tail. I'm riding that sucker, okay? Anyway.
Well, then that tiger ripped to him. Huh? Jesus Christ, you got this guy in that chair on your back. You're going down. You're not getting very far. That tiger is struggling. All right? Someone send the tiger some help. Hey, Muhammad. When you tell us how you're going to help Haiti, also tell us how you're going to save this tiger from Marty.
I'm going to close it out. Thank you, everybody. Obviously, this is recorded. Oh, one more thing I want to do.
Run, tiger, run.
I had people that are new
Save
contact me
yourself.
today. What is this all about? I'm going to play a video. It's short, but it
Oh my
summarizes
God.
enough that you might want to say, I want to do that. Okay, it's only a couple minutes long.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this video and I'm going to be like, I want to do that exact thing that Marty just showed me in this AI video, right? It's probably going to be AI.
Wasn't going to play that today, but I said, I have people asking me, I got to do something. Here we go.
Oh, sure.
For too long.
Yeah, while this was ending, everyone was like, hey, Marty, weren't you going to play a 2-minute video? I'm so sure.
You've seen people chase online business dreams.
So let's see. A lot of emojis. We stand with Ash. A lot of hellos. Good evenings. Hi, Marty and Chris. Like, Chris isn't here, but okay. Hello, leaders. More emojis. I don't see one person asking you if you're going to play this video. Not one. Not one. Don't see a message at all. So what are you talking about? Who is like, hey, Marty, please play that 2-minute video? Where? Lord, this was not a great show. You invited 2 people more moronic than you, Marty. Right? It's like you really miss Chris in these moments, don't you? Really makes you miss Chris. Micah said he'll do and talk about a lot of stuff later, and he never does. I know, we're never going to hear about this ever again. It's never going to come up again. Writing that chair, Marty, for 25% commissions on top of that poor tiger. He's doing this because there was someone named Mike Jr. in the comments asking. One person's like, hey, do you have a video? I don't even see them. Did he delete them because they asked? I mean, that could be a thing. Maybe he figured out how to delete the comment. Because I don't even see that person, like, now. Anywhere. But yeah, if anyone did ask, it was like one person. He's acting like everyone is like, don't end this until you play the video. Like, no, Marty, no one cares.
I got to do something. Here we go.
For too long, we've seen people chase online business dreams that end in disappointment. Multi-level marketing, MLM, a system where 99% lose money. Dropshipping.
Oh, wait. In this live stream, you said that you guys were MLM, network marketing, email marketing, whatever you want to call it. Now you're not MLMs again? I'm having a hard time keeping up with it.
Thin margins and supplier issues. Affiliate marketing. Takes forever to see real results, and most people quit before they even start earning. Email marketing. Struggles with spam and low engagement. The truth is, these business models promise freedom, but often deliver frustration. They demand too much time, too much money, and too many skills to succeed. And let's face it.
Like, if you're so worried about delivering frustration, why have you been leading people on for 6 years? Not letting them ask any questions or when this is going to launch them. Marty only invited Mike and Collins so that he could try to catch Chuck. Maybe. That's an interesting thing to see, isn't it?
Most of them are designed to benefit those at the top, while everyone else struggles to stay afloat. Until now.
Until
What if there was a
now?
new company, not just any company, an AI.
You mean this moment right now? Till now? This second? What company is this?
A powered high-tech company with a mission to uplift humanity.
Oh, a high-tech company, huh? What's the name?
A company built with heart, aiming to be the correction to corruption that we've all been waiting for. Imagine a place where anyone in the world can succeed. No
I'd love to, but what's it called again? It's just a place?
special skills required. No need to be a marketing expert, a coder, or a tech genius. Just bring your desire to make a difference, and this company will empower you with cutting-edge AI-induced products in high demand that practically sell themselves.
Yeah, okay, this company with these AI high-demand products, well, what is it called again?
But here's the twist. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich-right opportunity. A chance to fill your pockets by offering real value to the world. And when you've taken care of yourself and your family, you can start blessing others. Imagine earning unlimited commissions from products that are above market value because they're simply worth more. Products designed to solve real problems, make lives easier, and create better futures, all backed by AI innovation. Picture this, an AI company with heart that rewards honesty, hard work, and compassion.
Yeah, an AI company with heart, but what's it called? What's the name?
A business built to break free from the greed and corruption of the past.
A business built to break free from greed and corruption. The CEO pocketed $108 million, though, and it's illegal, operating as a fraudulent multi-level marketing scheme. But what's the name of it? It's just a business, a company.
This isn't just about making money. It's about changing lives and creating a ripple effect of good. What if you could be part of that? Part of a movement where...
Okay, but what's the movement called? What do we call it?
Once you've secured your future, your success becomes a blessing for others. Where your efforts uplift communities, create opportunities for those in need, and help build a better world. One empowered person at a time.
One empowered person at a time with what company?
It's not just business, it's humanity.
It's not just business, it's humanity, but it's based off of a business. And what's that business called?
Powered by AI. This global business is launching to the world very...
Oh, this global business. Is that the name of it? Is it called this global business? Amway Tech Services. That's the name.
Soon. If you would like to be notified when we launch to the world, send an email to iwantontheListToday@gmail.com.
So, but when we launch to the world, what are we going to be called? If I write an email to iwantontheListToday@gmail.com, I'd like to know what the company's called that I'm getting on the list for, please.
You've put me on the list in the subject line, so you can...
Whoa! Okay.
Anyway, that summarizes it for
well, fuck those instructions then. Don't send any emails to them. Whoa. We're just going to end it there. So there you have it. It is anything they can find that works. Again, with the video, didn't say the company name once.
The gentleman that asked me. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. One thing I got to do for Chris, I almost forgot. I don't want to forget this. He has prayers out for...
Oh, 1 second. Alp says it must be Gmail. Gmail is the name of the company. It's finally going to... Oh, wait. It's Gmail. That's why it was at gmail.com. Congratulations, Gmail.
Ashmupar's mother-in-law. She's having some issues. I haven't heard an update, but pray for that. Lena Shahu and her entire family. Whoa. We need to pray about the California fires. They are just wiping out acres and acres and acres. And somebody said, I don't understand. Listen, it's very dry, and they have the winds there. It's called, I can't remember what the name of these winds are. You take fire in a field or in a wooded area, and you can rush wind through it.
So wait, somebody didn't know what was going on, and you couldn't believe that these people didn't know what was going on. So in your explanation of what's going on, you forget the name of things and have done no research so that you could talk about what's going on either. Oh, wow. I'm totally shocked and surprised.
You might as well be melting gold. It's hot and it blows. It's like a blowtorch. So it's really sad. A lot of it, yeah, it could be lightning. Lightning causes a lot of fire. It could be many things. I don't want to blame anybody. A prayer out for Harold Fox and Mark Olson. Doesn't matter what the details are, but they're going through a lot of issues. And I found out last night that Ron Holbert, his heart's acting up again. He went to the hospital and they sent him somewhere else. And he's had problems for a long time. Oh, the Santa Ana winds. That's what they're called. I just got it from Robin Noble. See, I've got an AI person too. It's Robin. I make a mistake in something. She's there. If I don't know something, boom, that was instant. That was almost AI. Cindy Hopkins, I heard is sick. David Switzer and his brother are going through some issues. So pray for them, Pat Parent, without a doubt. Baby Zoe and baby Cam. And obviously we heard about Joyce and Melvin. Melvin's going through some issues. And Melvin is my #1 fan, so pray for him. And always Robin and her sister, they're going through. 2024 was not a good year for them, but I believe in prayer. Let's keep doing that. Peter Rogers went through a lot of crap. He looked really good.
We prayed for all of 2024 and it didn't help anything. So yeah, sure. Pray in 2025 too. Then it should help her. Maybe God's just waiting to help her this year.
The other day on the webinar, really. Red and Jane, they were gifted that their parents are still alive, but they're going through a lot of issues. So pray for them. They're old, and it sucks, but getting old sometimes isn't fun. Julie Pierre and her daughter has a brain tumor. She's had it since she was little. They operated on it, but she's going through issues again. And the poor girl's always in pain or some kind of problem. It's sad. Anyway, that's all I got for that. And because if I forgot that, Chris would be upset. But I believe in prayer. It's a good thing. It works. I know. I lived it. Anyway, thank you, everybody. And what is today? Wednesday? I believe Marcianne is on today at 2 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Do you know, Collins?
Yes, I think it's 12. Should be 12. I'm not.
Yeah, it's a French webinar.
Yeah,
I think she put it in chat. It's great. There's a lot of French people everywhere. There's many French-speaking people in Africa, actually.
Yeah.
So look for that, and we'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Thank you, Mike.
Make some noise for Josh Jackson.
So fucking quick at the end. Thank you, Mike. It's over. I hate how they cut it off at the end. I guess we got to hear him say thank you, Mike. But Lord, that was a hard one. That was a hard one to get through. It was a real hard one to get through for me. But I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Always angering to hear Marty do illegal income claims for areas. It just angers me to my core. Guess I'll have to get ready to gather that one up and send it on down. I should maybe start sending the FDC stuff like every few weeks so that I can just send it all in one thing. Maybe that's what I need to start doing. But I am literally just having a hard time getting through Marty's webinars lately. He's angering me a lot because I know what he knows and he knows what we know. And then he just keeps going on as if nothing's happening. And it drives me absolutely mad because he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And it's just like, Lord, Marty, get Ash on the phone and tell him to come and let these people know what's going on. Because we're 2 weeks now into the new year. Ash told us on Christmas Eve that it would be within days of the new year starting that this was going to pop off. Everything was going amazingly. He was almost ready to come and tell us about all the bad men that tried to stop him because everything was going so amazing. And now, it's 2 weeks into the new year, and Ash is again nowhere to be found. We're not even getting updates like we used to from Marty and Chris, where they're like, oh, hey, we talked to Ash yesterday. Just nothing now. And they're not saying the name of the company. So, if you can troll in their chat and get them to say the name of the company, I don't know. We'll come up with a prize or something. Because I don't think they're going to say it. I really don't. Violet says, I wonder what the founders think about the name disappearing. I don't even know if they've noticed. And it's almost like if I point it out to them, they'll be like, oh no, that's not going on. It's a lot of cognitive dissonance that happens is basically what it is, where they just don't want to admit that this is happening and that we were right about this. So I often ask them, okay, so still waiting for them to tell me, is Gersminder a liar then? Because you say that we're lying when we announce Onpassive is shutting down and starting a new company. Gersminder then came out and said, yeah, they were right, but they were wrong about the name of the company. And it's just a rebrand, and it's called On Fusion Tea. Then we were like, well, no, it's not really a rebrand. That's kind of how you're you're going to portray it and what you're saying is happening, but it's really a brand new company because like this one can't continue because of everything attached to it now and how it has awful credit and everything because yeah. So it's like, is Gerstmann a liar when he comes out with the information or not? Just us. You know, how do you kind of explain that when you're an oat founder in your brain? And I wonder what's going to happen in the future when Ash finally does tell everyone it's going to be called On Fusion Tea now. Like, are they just going to be like, oh, okay. Will they think in their heads, oh, gee, well, that's what that Hunbot lady posted on that website that they said was a lie. So why is, like, maybe she is right about the things she's saying. You know, like, what's going to go on with that? I'm fascinated to find out. You know, Ash has been gone for 3 weeks already since Christmas Eve. Just saying. Right? It's been far longer. It's been a little longer. Marty and Chris say don't listen to anyone but Ash, but then they tell you what Ash said, and the founders are supposed to believe it. Exactly. Right? Or they come out as spokespeople on behalf of Onpassive. Like they're speaking on behalf of Ash and Onpassive every time they do their live stream webinar, and you're supposed to listen to what they say. And I'm like, these things can't exist in the same world. We either only listen to Ash or we listen to Ash and you guys. You know? Yes, the hunting Hunbot. That's right. Marty has changed the company he's promoting so many times. It's like second nature. Ditto to Mike. It's true. The company that must not be named. Right? Red mentioned name change and other stuff on his live today, saying he doesn't know. Yeah, we reacted to a live of Red's where he was all like, well, I don't really know. If they are doing it, it's only going to be a name change rebrand. It doesn't change anything except for the name. And I was like, that's a lie. So he's probably still saying that because he probably deep down inside knows that we know what we're talking about and we wouldn't come out here and make these statements and put it on a website unless there was proof. You know, the recovering Hunbot wouldn't be adding stuff to her website unless she has the unequivocal proof of it. I assure you. Load up your wallet for the buy-in. Get out those loans. Maybe hit up Corey Price of Funwise. He's in Gaza trying to get a ceasefire started so he can get On Fusion Tea started. That's where he is. Red wants 100% commissions. Well, I mean, I doubt it's going to be 100% commission even for the first sale of the O Connect now going forward. I think Ash probably realized that that's not a good idea and merchants don't like that. So I doubt he'll be doing it again, to tell you the truth. I guess we'll just have to kind of see. I'm fascinated by this. As you guys know, I'm going to keep watching it. I'm thinking that I might not be able to stream tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. If I can't, then I'll be streaming Thursday. And I am getting together an Ivy Mix deep dive. She's had a couple of interesting speeches that I want us to look at. And I think we need to talk about who she is as a doctor, because she's being portrayed as Dr. Ivy Mix. And I think we need to talk about that, because you'll be fascinated by, again, the truth about all that as well. So stay tuned for that. It will be either tomorrow or Thursday. It might be Thursday. I'm working on a video about Dr. Drew flipping out over YouTube, deleting some stuff of his for medical misinformation. So stay tuned for that. That's probably what will be coming out tomorrow, to tell you the truth. And then I'll probably stream Thursday. But no matter what, stay tuned to the community tab. More than you pay attention to the back office. Everything will be listed there. I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your day. Check to see if the recovering Hunbot is going live. I don't know if she is or not today. She might be tonight, though. So make sure you also check that out. I love all of you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. Shout out to my mods and my amazing members for supporting me. And I will see you all very, very soon with another one. Like always, we're in it to win it. kind of. I don't feel too celebratory right now, but hey, they're in it to win it, and I love all your faces. Mwah! Bye!
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call.
Hey.
And I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara.
If you're rude, if you've been doubting or sighing or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was Screaming at Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the questions about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all morning long. It's not the answer you want.
Yeah.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
All right, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy and talking about your experiences.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous night.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.